welcome back to the final night of Wednesday Concentricity Prey and Predator here on Heroes and Hooligans, where our players have done oh so much in a short 5 sessions. Beginning off in a blaze of cunning and daring, where they infiltrated a high-stakes illegal casino to capture their target, Daxian Vel, for the Sovereign Syndicate. Vel was a slippery con artist with a knack for cards, and their plan ended up hinging on an intense poker game where every bluff and bet brought them closer to his capture, with their prize secured through seduction and dishonesty. They brought him to the Crone Mother, a syndicate operative cloaked in shadow. Their reward, 1,400 credits and an ominous tip to watch old abandoned bounty forums for whispers of something bigger. Then they shifted gears, accepting a morally charged mission from the Eco Harmony Collective: intercept a convoy of endangered flora and fauna destined for illegal markets. But things got dicey before the job even began. A routine inspection at the Lumvi docks turned into a high-speed, high-stakes standoff between themselves and the guards as they blasted past the port in a bid to protect their ship. The mission itself, a symphony of destruction. Jack sprouting massive oak trees from saplings, blocking the convoy's path shortly after the team rained chaos from above, blasting through the crust of that level to trap their quarry. But a single misstep led to near disaster. A hover truck exploded, releasing a monstrous hybrid beast, part gorilla, part crab, wielding its own severed limb as a weapon. In a dazzling display of teamwork, our crew contained the beast without killing it and delivered these smuggled goods intact. Though the collective appreciated the outcome, they weren't thrilled with the events beforehand. To smooth things over, they offered the team a high-stakes job, hunting down the elusive bioterrorist Dr. Calla-Grant. Between jobs, as the collective gathered their information on Grant, the crew took some much-needed downtime. Jack hit up his old pal Mr. Chestnut in Solace Fields to repair the ship's battered hull and install a reactor upgrade. Gary dug into the cipher they'd found in Lumvi with the help of his friend, Patrick Brannigan. The results were tantalizing. A 5-number set of coordinates, the name Bakia, and the letters NNG. In Tunzis? Well, Tunzis enjoyed a peaceful fishing trip, getting back in touch with his roots amid the chaos of these missions. The hunters pivoted from the collective's job, opting instead for a syndicate bounty on Kren Voss, a charismatic thief who stole top-secret techno-block data. This chase turned personal when Tunzi's conspiracy forum inquiries about Bakia drew Voss out of hiding. He extended a risky olive branch, inviting Tunzis to meet at Tunkarez, a hollow club nestled deep below the surface that he had just purchased. The crew sprung into action, using the meeting as a ruse. Tunzis played the role of old friend, while Jack and Gary posed as undercover cops, sending Voss scrambling. Their plan reached a cinematic climax when Tunzis lured Voss into a high-speed car chase, steering their vehicle into the Jake Agrarian's holding bay mid-flight. With Voss subdued, the team extracted the secrets of his stolen data stick, locations and access code to planetary shell hatches, gateways to beyond. During his earlier meeting, Voss dropped a bombshell on Tunzis about Bakia, saying that it was a glittering pleasure world orbiting closest to Sol, a decadent paradise fueled by the labor of recruited workers, many lured or outright abducted by the Consortium, the Solaris Synarchy, and even the Collective themselves. The planet's surface is a scorched wasteland, uninhabitable and barren, but the real action lies in the 10 subterranean levels beneath the crust. At the time of Voss's recruitment, the only access point out of Eden was through the solar spires of the Synarchy. The handoff of Voss and his stolen data to the Crone Mother, revealed to prefer the name Lil, was smooth but far from ordinary. Lil paid them a staggering 17,500 credits for the job, a payday in and of itself worthy of celebration. But when Gary casually mentioned NNG in her earshot, her reaction was anything but casual to the party. Her cryptic response, "So you found it too," hinted at deep interconnected mysteries tying the Syndicate, Bakia, and the rest of Eden's murky past together. They now stand on the edge of a conspiracy far larger than they'd ever imagined, with fragments of the puzzle falling into place, each step closer promising untold danger, staggering rewards, and the potential to rewrite their place in the galaxy. And that is where we return. Immediately after the phrase, "So you found it too." And we're going to jump right back into things.
Gare, don't be shy.
Yes. I'm like looking at you guys. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
you told us where to look.
Yes. Yes, we have.
How much have you learned?
Well, I mean, how much have you learned is the question. I don't want to go telling tales out of school there in case maybe you're bluffing and don't really know about it.
Do you know what NNG means? Yes or no?
Yes.
She's gonna
She's
gonna make an insight. Okay. No. No.
No, not yet. But we're. Why? What does it mean?
Let me ask you another question. Does the number 5 mean anything to you yet?
I look at you guys, a plea for help in my eyes.
Well, I'm done. Don't.
Why don't you tell us what it means to you, and we'll confirm if we got the same information.
Uncanny coordinates.
What in the last set of digits we have is one of them a 5? Yes.
No,
Well, there were
the
there
point
were
is
five
that there
numbers.
are
five
5.
coordinate numbers.
Yeah, the point is that
I
there
see,
are
okay.
5 coordinates, and yes, we figured out
Okay.
what the last 2 mean.
Okay. No, we've got the coordinates, all 5 sets of numbers.
All right. Good. Well, I'll tell you this. NNG is the employer for this bounty.
And that
Can
would
we
be.
think of anything, say anyone who may have access to huge stores of credits that would go by NNG?
Hang on, Tons is roaming his memory banks and waiting for his notes to load way back from session 0.
Yeah, we all take out notebooks and start leafing through them furiously in silence.
I definitely know this. I just have to. Here we go. Here's my notes. I don't know if. No, with his conspiracy stuff, I assume Tons would have an idea of it.
I think Tons would have an idea. You can make a lore check if you want to. You don't have to. We're at a point where if you think you've solved the mystery as a player, your character would probably have solved it as well.
Yeah, I think Tons is going to be like, I mean, but they were taken out, like, decades ago or years ago, right?
20-ish, to be exact. About the last time those forums were active.
Well, I mean,
Sorry, you cut out a little there.
Oh, I guess the missive came from a different forum. Never mind, ignore me.
Yeah.
I used other
Wait.
forums.
You're not saying the Neural Nexus Guild is out here paying this much money for bounties?
I'm not saying the guild as a whole, but someone might still have their bank accounts.
Or someone is pretending to be them.
Yeah, the free internet means everything's the free internet. That includes other people's bank accounts.
I mean, as long as the money ends up in ours, do we care?
No, but
We've already invested a lot of overhead in this job anyway. It really is just good business practice to see it through.
How about this, Widow? You clearly know and have known more than you're letting on, so why don't you tell us what you know so we can get this job done?
I know that the Nexus posted the job, or a Nexus agent, one that I was familiar with before they went under. Not personally, of course, but I know their modus operandi, and if it's being replicated, it's being replicated perfectly.
Out of character, did we figure out what they actually want us to do on Bakia? Like, what is the job actually for?
When you plugged in the tracker dart, you got flagged for a retrieval mission, and were given coordinates for a drop-off.
Oh, so we just have to go there and pick it up. Like, we don't even have to, like, infiltrate anything, maybe.
I don't know. I think we'll get there and probably learn more from hopefully somebody who's not just speaking in codes and riddles and Da Vinci's.
This person you're familiar with, can we trust them to hold up their end of the bargain, or are they just gonna burn us at the end? If it's
I've
that.
never known them not to come through with a payout.
And knowing this... Oh, sorry, Tons, go ahead.
I was just gonna say they didn't, like, pay out and then shoot you in the back when you turned to leave or anything, right?
No.
Okay.
Knowing this person, like you do, what do you think their overall goals might be? Any idea what we might be helping achieve by going on this mission?
Could be anything from helping them get out of wherever they are to re-establishing the guild.
Well, that could be. I mean, Boss was talking, right, that he was like a prisoner, worker, slave thing there. Like, what if this guy is too, and he finally got a way to get a message out for someone to rescue him?
Well, we'll only know if we go check it out, I suppose. So, Widow, it's always a pleasure. If you wouldn't mind leaving another good review, it's always much needed.
Oh, you know I will. And seriously, Gary, Lil, or Mother or Crone, drop the Widow, please. I told you I don't like it.
All right, Crone, I understand. Something a little less, a little more normal.
All right, we've been bothering little Mama here enough. We can head on.
Little Shadow.
Give me just a flat charisma check.
Sure. That'll be a 15.
I'll let that slide this time because it was funny.
Oh, that was the
Not
point.
next time.
No disrespect, Lil/Mama, but we're professionals.
Well, now you make me sound like one of those old age hip hop artists. Lil/Mama.
Hey, some of those 2000s tracks were pretty good.
Gary's just slowly backing up the ramp into the ship at this point.
No, you know, that reminds me, Gary. We should probably get maybe a cassette or what did they have back in the day? CDs.
Oh, what? I'm a little older than the rest of you, so I know about all this
You're the
ancient
tech guy.
technology. this stuff hasn't been around for fucking, I don't know what year it is canonically, but a while. Probably quite some time, I'd imagine.
600 to 700 years.
600 to 700 years, Jack. All right.
Hey, there's a 2 in there, which means there's a nice big range that you're likely more informed of. This is our banter as we climb the station.
And you reboard the Jake Agrarian. You've got your creds. Where are you flying off to first? You know that there's probably some things you should get ready before heading to the North Pole.
What do you think, Jake first?
I mean,
I think we do Jake on the way.
Yeah?
maybe.
Yeah.
Well,
Is there
Jake
anything you guys need here? I might want to go stop a few old haunts and grab a couple things quick, and then we can head out. But...
Well, let's let me do some math with Jake for a little bit before we're making decisions. It's not particularly a quick journey, even with the upgrades that we have and being space sparing. Upgrades may take a little while, and if upgrades take a while, we may have to wait for the best day to leave this planet to land on another planet most efficiently. Otherwise, we're going to have to go around the sun in our ship, which will be a lot more trouble than just landing on it if it's already on the same side as us. So let me do some orbit math.
All right.
Orbital calculations? I haven't gotten to do those in 500 years. Or, sorry, I'm still not doing Jake's voice. Orbital calculations? I haven't gotten to do those in 500 years.
Never mind, Jake's going to run those numbers. Do you want to get some fast food and get them?
You know probably the best place for you to go get upgrades, though, so you could start heading that way to get those plated on.
I guess we could head on to Mr. C Nut.
I should have known as soon as I named him Chestnut.
Don't worry, folks. This is the last week of me being unhinged before I form back into Loki. And don't make any noise.
I'm worried about what's going to happen to Loki when you don't have this outlet.
Well, you see, Loki said he's not a criminal.
It's gonna get pent back up again. That's all.
It'll affect me in real life. It's fine.
All right. I'm gonna have my own issues to deal with.
As you fly, Jake runs the calculations and replies to you, we could leave tomorrow, in 5 days, or in 9 days.
Let's see how
for
long he's
optimum landing efficiency.
I imagine it'll be the 9 days.
When you say leave, do you mean leave the shell or leave to head to the hatch in the shell?
Yes. That'll happen in 1 day.
Oh, I could get to
These.
I could get to the North Pole in 4 hours with sublight speeds.
Okay.
Right.
I just wanted to verify so we didn't, upgrade you and go home and sit there waiting for 9 days and leave on the 9th day just to find out we needed to be out there already.
The rest of the episode is us role-playing a year while we wait for the planet to get back into position.
Well, Mercury's, who knows how fast that bad boy's going around these days. There's definitely
Mercury is now on a 4-day rotary cycle.
Wow.
Yeah, no, that bad boy. I can't imagine the artificial gravity generators they have on that to make it a little more livable.
Yeah,
1 day is
gonna be
5. What we can leave tomorrow. We can leave in 5 days. We can leave in 9 days.
All right. So every 4 days then.
Well, let's see how these
All right.
upgrades take us.
All right. So you fly down back to Mr. Chestnut's. It's only been about 2 days since you were last here. And you come in for the landing, and he's coming out to greet you. Is that the Jake Agrarian again so soon?
Well, with crew and
Jack? Oh, you brought your friend.
Yeah.
Oh, you must
Mr.
be. And he
Nut.
goes to Chestnut.
Sneed, Gary Sneed. What do you need? How you doing there?
Well, you're here landing in my garage. I'm the one who should be asking what you need. Pleasure to meet you, though, Gary.
Oh, you too. I think Jack's got the list of what we're looking for.
And then you must be the
Tunzi.
indentured one, Tunzi's.
He's pretty far past indentured at this.
Yeah,
point,
we
I'd say.
prefer coerced
Tunzi's-
colleague.
Tunzi's like lifted up his hand when he said his name, and when he said indentured one, the hand just dropped to his side. And he was like, "Yeah."
Oh, hey, there's no shame in it. I was an indentured mechanic for 20 years.
Nah, it's okay.
Well, not all of us can be so prideful, and I don't think Tunzi's was so fortunate to have such a relaxed start to their indenturedness as you did.
It's okay. I'm sure once it's in the past, I'll look on it with the same fondness that you do.
Besides, Tunsies loves working here. Don't you, Tons?
Yeah, he's got unlimited PTO that I never approve.
The rules are so...
Inconsistent pay schedule, inconsistent pay amount, barely his own office space. They love it here.
All right, well, what are you doing back so soon, Jack? Upgrades?
We got a big old job, so got a pretty hefty amount to ask of you.
Should I bring out the bots to help with this?
Oh, that will probably be absolutely necessary. You might even need myself or Gare to give a hand or two, depending on the module.
You're going to want to clear your schedule.
Actually, yeah, I think we're going to look at some S foils too. So Tunzi's will probably want to be alongside with you too.
Oh, S4. Getting real fancy here.
Yeah, just getting big, getting safe, getting reliable. That's all. And what do we have? An advanced slam, a cloaking device, new flight computer, latest plating that you got, and those S foils.
On that note,
You see his eyebrows just go higher and higher and higher until they disappear into his hair.
The Vince McMahon meme.
Oh, don't worry,
Yeah.
and I'll pull out the largest credit stick we've seen on the show thus far of 17,000 credits. Like, oh, don't worry, we're good for it.
It's like a broadsword.
It's that full Toblerone size cred stick. Oh, hey, if you're good for it,
You know, a cred stick of this size, it was once likened to this ancient Birdman's greatsword that he used to play heretics in the tower once. Who knows what this might actually be worth?
Point is, size matters, and we got it. So,
Oh yeah.
will this do? Do we have an accord there, Mr. Nut? Chestnut?
sounds. I mean, I'm happy to come to that accord. Yeah, especially if y'all are going to pitch in to get things done quicker.
Oh yeah. Oh, you know what this means? You boys get to have fresh diner food.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. I'll put a call into Ted, see if Aria can run it out here for us, because it's gonna be night and day, boys. Night and day.
All right, and yeah, I'm excited for the food because tons. We had the sandwiches that Jack was kind enough to bring back for us last time, and oh boy, did we eat!
Well, it had to be
were-
reheated since Tons made us that lovely fish dinner, which I still think about on my lonely nights.
Oh, that was
Well,
fantastic.
what are you guys talking about? We ate the fish right before we left.
Yeah.
Yeah. The sandwiches are still good. They're not. They haven't gone bad yet.
Oh no, I
And-
reheated it
was
with
trying to
the
be polite.
reactor on the way back.
Oh, you should not. All right. Okay. Good. I'll have a fresh one, I think, when they get here.
Oh
But,
yeah. Oh goodness.
Can't wait.
All right, so tenderloin, Jack, what are you having?
Yeah. Oh, you know, I gotta get another one of those sandwiches.
All right, tenderloin, Tunzi's, you'll Fishman, right? You like fish?
Yeah.
We got a battered hat. They got a battered haddock down at Ted's that'll knock your socks right off you.
Sure. Sounds great. Jack,
Are you gonna-
how the hell did you know I liked fish enough to tell this guy?
Well, they just said that. They just said that
I just said
you
you
brought
made
fish back to
stick.
eat.
I do.
That's bad.
Believe it or not, I know we're mainly coworkers in the sense that we know each other. I do consider you both friends, and you talk about you two when I come visit my folks.
Indentured friend, I got a promotion.
All right, Tons. It was a bit. I'm gonna call HR, i.e., myself, on this. You are.
It's okay. Just pay me overtime for the night and day. And
you are free of all labels. You are officially a 1% ownership partner of Puffs and Cuffs.
Oh, 1%.
Hey, Gary snuck up to 6% last year. You won't believe how quickly.
Yeah, no, the growth rate is lucrative.
We've had 8 stock splits, and there are only 4 people who own shares.
Yeah, I don't fully understand where all the different shares are going.
Garcia does have 52% of them, but
she has controlling interest in our company, Mrs. Garcia.
Hey, so can we? Where are those bots? Where are these?
All right, I just got off the phone. Food's on the way. Why don't we go get started on those upgrades? And the first thing I'm going to need you to do is I need each of you to pick an upgrade that you're helping with and roll a tech check. If it is one that is associated with your deployment, you will roll that tech check with advantage.
I'll take that. I was going to ask other things, but...
So I guess advanced slammer clothing would be Gary, S-foils would be Tons, and I'll take the flight computer.
I will kindly remind you again that Tons is the operator, not the gunner.
Yeah, but you go.
I guess
cloaking device would probably be Tons.
Cloaking then.
Yeah, I was like, I can tell you guys, like, the upgrades I took were comm hacking, systems block, and I guess there was, like... Or not upgrades, but, like, the things that my deployment gave
Your
me,
ventures,
like,
yeah.
Systems block, like, I do have a targeted attack, but yeah, most of it is, like, comms things.
Well, I have a dirty 20 for our flight computer.
All right, dirty 20 for flight computer. Tons, are you working on the cloaking device then?
Yeah, I'll do the cloaking.
Right, you can
for
go
a
ahead
9.
For a 9, is that with advantage?
Yep.
Okay. So Tons, you won't be able to reduce the amount of time this takes beyond just 1 day reduction.
I'm just happy that I didn't make it take longer.
No,
they said I could help, and I was like...
You would have... I know you have a -1 to tech, right?
No, I just have a +1. It's a 1.
Oh, okay. I thought you had a -1. You would have had to roll a natural 1 to make it take longer. And then Gary, what you working on, bud?
I guess the advanced slammer.
Advanced slammer. All right. Go ahead. Give me that tech check.
Alrighty.
All right.
Not bad. 13.
Is that with your advantage?
Oh no, I'm sorry. Oh, that's better. That is an 18.
18. All right. Nice. So you're able to flat reduce it by 2 days from Jack, 2 days from Gary, and 1 day from Tons.
Hell yeah.
Which brings it down to 3 days of work time on this. We're now going to roll. We're now going to roll a check for Mr. Chestnut, and then we're going to roll a check for his bots. Mr. Chestnut will roll this with advantage. All right, he's going to reduce it by another 2 days, down from 8. So we're at 2, 2, 2, 1. So that's 7 days down to 1 day.
Send my food back. I'm getting the fuck out of here. We're done.
Wait, am I counting right? 1,
We're
2,
done before
3,
the deliverer
4,
gets
5.
here.
I'm sorry. We're reducing it from 10. It's 2 days per upgrade.
Gotcha.
And you have 5 upgrades. I miscounted. I thought you
Still
only
down
had 4.
to 3.
And then we're going to roll at disadvantage for the bots because they're not sentient.
Is there one that's like really shit at its work and he has to like yell at it a lot and it makes for a fun dynamic, or no?
They're all very fun. They all They're really cheery. They look around. Hi, hello. Hi, hello. Hi, hello. Hi,
Hey,
hello.
it's fake cheery though. It's indentured cheery.
Yeah, they're indentured. Seen it 1,000 times.
We're starting to turn this into a word that means a lot worse than it actually is.
No, I feel like
I can feel the tension from Tunzi's shoulders just saying it.
So
Oh
the
no,
bots,
the tension is from them.
they're just like you.
Yeah. The bots are working on the plating, the Mark V plating for you guys. They got on their first roll a natural 20.
Oh, I can't
And
wait.
then on their second roll, with disadvantage, since it's disadvantage, they got a natural 2. They add 6, so that's an 8, so they reduce it by 1 day. So you're down to 2 days of work.
Look at us, fellas.
Oh yeah. If we finish the work, we do that.
I mean, yeah. I mean, now we don't have to worry about leaving so quickly, but we can probably go get some upgrades for ourselves.
Yeah. As you're working, you hear Chestnut call out, "Hey, Chessbots! Watch where you're putting that plating. You're overlapping it too much. It's not gonna weld right."
You can tell he cares.
Hi, hello.
Tons leans into the others at this point. Is like, hey, I know that like Jake does good and he doesn't have any major issues, or we obviously would have noticed him flying. Are we positive that like there's not a single leak or anything anywhere? Like we're sure Jake is airtight.
I mean, maybe Chestnut's got a tool for that.
Yeah, hey, Mr. Nut.
What you need, Jack?
Yeah, you got a vacuum simulator?
You just want a vacuum?
A vacuum simulator.
I don't need a simulator. Go step outside the garage quick.
Oh God!
I think what he means is we need a way to make sure that Jake is airtight, even against immense, massive amounts of pressure or complete lack thereof.
All right. Well, I can check lack thereof. I would need someone to hire a air pump truck to check immense amounts of pressure.
You know,
pressure's going to be greater than here, honestly.
I feel like it's fine. I really.
All right.
I feel like God in the Sky told us Jake is good for this. So.
What? Look, when I picked
But
up that 8-year-old,
he runs you out. He does
run.
Yeah, he does run you out of the garage quick to vacuum test, and you see all of the air sucks out of the garage, and the bots are still in there. Whoa! Hi, hello!
God, man,
And they go to test. You see one of the bots is inside Jake, doesn't move at all as the air is sucked out. And he's got a bunch of screens up showing things from the bot's point of view. Chessbot 8, how we doing? Hi, hello!
Hi, hello is right, motherfucker.
Look at 8, doing a great job.
All right, well.
And he unseals the vacuum. All right, vacuum tested.
Appreciate you.
I didn't think he'd be so immediate with it, Tons, but
Oh no, same. But like I didn't.
I agree. It was a good thing to check. Could you imagine? Huh? We go to the hatch, we buy all these upgrades, and we implode.
That would be a horrible finale to our life stories.
Tons glances over. How does Chestnut react to Jack saying this?
What hatch you going into, Jack? That you're worried about vacuum.
Oh, I have to now decide if I lie to this almost father figure of mine or not.
Well, you don't. We could kill him.
No, that's definitely not.
It's true.
That is a natural 20 on his lore check.
Okay, I can do this.
Wraps his arm around your shoulders. leans in real close. Jack, you're about to do what I think you're about to do.
What do you think I'm about to do?
You leaving Eden?
Oh God. I mean,
Hey, I'm with you, boy.
it's I'm gonna try and make this a little personal, but I know Tons and Gary are definitely gonna be able to listen in. It's pretty big. Like reform the like probably 20 or so blocks big, if not more.
Gotcha. This needs done?
Yeah.
Give me a persuasion with advantage.
A 19.
All right, you're my boy, Jack. I trust you. If this needs done, if you say it needs done, it needs doing. All right, bots, back to work. Did I ever tell you about where I was indentured, Jack?
You did not.
And he leads you off and begins to weave you a tale of a world beyond the shell. A farm world. Not one where plants were grown, but where energy was captured and stored and funneled to the spires. On a dusky red planet just past Eden.
I can't believe it. I can understand why you wouldn't say anything about it, but...
Well, I tried saying something about it a couple of times to a few people, and they either thought I was crazy or they,
I mean, yeah, solar energy compounded in rhizomatic columns and on dusty red.
Hey. Eventually you tell a story enough times and people stop listening to it, that you stop telling it. Right? You don't want to be that crazy old man at the diner forever.
Well, we'll make sure we bring you back a souvenir so you have a new crazy story to tell.
God bless you. Soul bless you, Jack. Soul bless you. All right, well, let's get this ship up and moving. And then once we got it moving, you got time to stay for a couple of beers. Food should be here in about... this is like day 2 here, coming towards the end of the night. He's ordered food again. I think... You mind if I pick for you tonight? There's a couple of things I think y'all would really like.
May as well, alright, fellas?
Yeah, sure.
Food is food.
How connected has Mr. Chestnut become with Tons and Gary in these 2 days? How attached?
I think that's up to Tons and that's up to Tons and Gary. He's been very open to them, and is like, especially Tons with the shared background of indentature. But he has not pushed for connection. He's just made himself available.
I've initiated a romantic relationship with Chestnut.
I mean, hey, I've been in dentures before too, Gary. You just got to be careful.
No. I think Gary is polite, but honestly focused on the mission. I don't think we're bosom buddies.
Yeah, I think Tons recognizes and like doesn't hate him or anything, but like Tons is also is the most people person.
No. All right. And you have the Jake Agrarian finished, have a couple of beers after you're done, and still have 3 days until your next liftoff time. You can go get your personal gear as we discussed pre-session. Just go ahead and list off what you're getting so the audience is aware quick of what you now have. We're going to start with Tons.
Yeah, Tons goes find some black market people and gets some super nice upgrades for his armor that make him like an extra 3 points harder to hit and also makes him reduce a little bit of damage that comes at him. And he also got a pretty big upgrade for his saber. It looks all cool and fancy and does a cool whirring spinning thing now and is also more efficient at hitting.
All right, Jack.
Yeah, I'm gonna just, go to the place where most people get anything these days, and that would be Space Costco to pick up a couple of respirators and a heavy shield generator.
All right. You're able to pick up the respirators at Space Costco. You don't see any heavy shield generators, but when you come back to the office, Gary's able to give you a line on a guy who would probably have one.
Hey, that's my man, Gary.
Good old
Yeah.
Hammer.
Just tell him when you go there. Just tell him Gary Cheed sent you, not Gary Sneed.
No.
No, Hammer. Sorry. I got all my contacts mixed up. Yeah, Hammer. He's over down on, and the camera bleeps out so we don't dox Hammer. And yeah, I'll give you his address. It's a weapon shop. It's where I picked up this bad boy from. I'll show you the blaster pistol I just bought.
Not bad.
Yeah. All right, and what is Gary getting?
2 words, baby. Jet pack. I would like to buy a jet pack, and then I guess 3 more words. Also, I'd like to get some frictionless grip gear.
Ooh, nice.
Friction grip gear.
Friction
Nice.
grip gear, yeah, not frictionless. That's a prank gift you can get for bounty hunters where it just doesn't work. Yeah, I'd like friction grip gear and a jet pack.
All right. You gather all your gear. You're able to get both of those at Hammer's Arms as well.
Oh,
Sorry,
sick.
Hammer's Army Supplies as well.
Okay. All right, then yeah, I'll just go with Jack, and we'll just do it in one fell swoop.
All right. And you all reconvene. 1 day left. The next day comes, and you pile into Jake and begin to fly north.
Oh, great mighty voice of the sky. I beseech you, could you please bestow upon your people the knowledge of Jake's core stats and speed and AC once again?
Yes, Jake has 14 strength, 16 dexterity, 12 con, 12 intelligence, 14 intelligence,
That's a smart ship.
12 wisdom, and 8 charisma.
And what might our gentle core speed be?
Oh, your speed?
Yes.
Your core speed is so you have two speed sets. You have your full drive, which is like you can't be in atmosphere for that. You have your non-atmospheric speed and your atmospheric speed. Your top atmospheric speed is 250 miles per hour. No, sorry.
Gotcha.
350.
Gotcha.
And then you're out of atmosphere is 10 times that, 3,500 miles per hour.
Oh, goodness. The thing we got gives us double our speed on a dash action, which means 10,500 miles an hour for a set of turns. Oh boy! Thank you, Grady. Grady, I say, and mixing great and mighty together. Voice of the sky.
All right. And you are all able to fly up to the North Pole.
Tons of singing older Christmas songs.
Tons. I really liked the first 3 for some reason. They were super catchy, but after like 5 or 6, it became the worst thing I've ever listened to, and nothing really changed. I don't know why that is.
As you arrive here at the North Pole, you see that there is not a false crust here. There is a massive ice block that rises from the oceans of old Earth to the peak of level 1 here. The light from the false sky plays off it and glitters around, and you think deep within you can see a single figure frozen in the ice block.
Come again?
Just deep down in there is something frozen in the ice. You can't make it out entirely. You can't make out a shape. You can just see that there's something in there the light cannot pass through.
Something gigantic?
No, it's very small and pretty far down. It's almost like seeing a one black dot in the middle of an empty snow globe. Or not an empty snow globe, but an empty crystal globe. And as Tunzi sings Christmas songs, you can almost, on the 7th song, you can almost hear the music bouncing back at the ship from outside. On a full Christmas.
Fellas, I don't know what that is, but Jake's giving some really mean readings off of it. I think we need to leave as soon as possible.
You know, I heard ancient stories about siren songs luring sailors to their death. We should ignore it.
And aren't there also old stories about a figure who lived in this part of the globe who would, like, have a list of children or something?
You know, I heard a story that was actually an alien.
Yeah, I do know that, alien or not, he was also engaged in indentured servitude.
So he can't be that bad. Am I right? Am I right, Tons?
We hear Gary audibly slap his knee from his operator from his
and you hear
position.
You actually hear Jake chime in, "Stop playing that song! Stop playing that song right now!"
Oh God, no, we're not staying. The moment Jake starts getting upset, I get as
we're
far away.
We're too close to her. We're too close to her. She can hear it. She's thawing.
Oh God! Oh, God.
Jake, please explain. Please clarify what is happening. Jake.
I can't. If I speak her name, she will know.
Jake,
she will rise.
Jake, it's okay. It's only the 21st night of September. It's we're okay. It's okay.
Yeah, well,
the song brings her back. Stop. And you see Jake ejects the newly installed cassette player, or ejects the cassette from the newly installed cassette player.
No, Jake, don't open Spotify. No, you'll only make it worse.
He opens up a music app and begins to play some heavy metal instead. This will ward her off.
Oh God! Oh Jake! All right, Jake. This is a lot.
All right. Put in the access codes now. Get that hatch open and get us out of here.
Wait, where do we put in the access codes, Jake? What do you mean?
Broadcast them from the communications array.
Oh, That's a you thing.
So that'd be an operator. That'd be an
Oh,
operator
that's a me thing. Okay, we'll
do
do
your
that.
damn job. Don't tell me to do it.
It's just something you can do for
Hey,
free.
Jack, come down here and do my job.
Oh, okay, yeah. Then Tunzel just entered. I was like, wait, where's my tech or whatever I have to do?
Yeah. You know what I will say? Give me a perception or tech DC 10 just to angle the codes so they hit where you know the panel to be from your coordinates.
With a +4, we got a 6, so I definitely missed.
Hell yeah.
You realize that you can't funnel the signal, but you could broaden it so that it hits a wide swath of the sky above.
Hey guys, this
swath.
isn't working. I'm gonna use the shotgun approach.
Hold on, let me assist.
Are you angling it?
Could I give it a try?
You can give it a try. You're going to make it with disadvantage because you're not a trained operator.
On a perception roll?
Perception or tech.
Perception or tech. Alright. I'm going to go with perception, and I will cancel out. Or no, I won't cancel out. I will make this as if I have expertise because of my ace pilot feat. So it'll still be a disadvantage, but I'll have a plus. What do we have? 3. I'll have a +8 to this.
Okay. So you just need to not roll a nat 1.
I already have the 2, so that is a 18.
All right, 18. That was with disadvantage?
Or 17, excuse me, 17.
Okay, 17.
I rolled a 10 and a 9, and then I have 2
Nice.
and then +6.
You're able to help Tons lock on to which hidden panel is the in the sky is the access hatch, and he's able to send the signal off. And you see the sky begin to open up above you. You can hear the metal creak as a portion of the shell folds out, large enough to fit maybe 4 or 5 of the Jake Agrarian through.
Last chance, boys. We sure we want to do this?
Well, considering we just put the entirety of our company's funds into upgrades for
We spent a lot
ourselves
of money.
and
We
Jake,
spent a lot of money.
we are going on this mission, and we are dying, or we are coming back bounty hunting legends.
I kind of just wanted to say something trepidatious before we actually did it. I also would like to go.
Wait, can we do a countdown or something?
Oh yeah. Hey,
We'll have to make the transition. I don't know how rough this is about to be. Turbulent flies.
Lift off and we can count down from 60 or something.
All right, in exactly 1 minute and 47 seconds per reactor charge time to make the smooth transition from in-atmosphere to non-atmospheric flight. I'll start angling Jake upward.
yeah. Just I guess give us a heads up on the comms when we get to 10.
We're at 103 seconds. So
Gary, can you roll a d8 minus 1 for me twice? So roll a d8, subtract 1 from it, give me that, and then do it again.
Okay. First one's a 2. Second one's a 3.
1. All right. So 5 total?
Mhm.
Okay,
Yes.
cool. I could have just said 2d8 minus 2, I guess. Huh.
Hey,
That
we
would've
got
been
this.
easier.
45
Yeah.
seconds.
I'm rolling dice. I'm not really sure why.
All right.
Gary just playing with wires, trying to.
30.
20 sec.
I have an actual timer from
Oh, you
when
do?
I said,
Nice.
from when I said my made-up number.
Cool.
All right, fellas, here we go. We got 15. Lock in. Strap. Actually, do strap in. This is the one time we need to wear safety straps.
I'm glad you said that because I was about to say, I don't think Tons knows what to expect and doesn't strap in and
5,
just gets slammed.
4, 3, 2, 1. Shake off!
And you break through the hatch into empty void. You can see the world below you shining with that bright white ice. You can see for the first time in your lives the sun shining in the distance. And ahead of you, you can see 2 planets. One, a sort of murky, yellowish tan, and past it, a burnt out gray rock. And if you turn to look behind you from the ship, you can see that dusky red surface that Mr. Chestnut spoke about. As you see the planets here within the shell of the solar system, the 4 planets within the solar shell lined up in one straight array, stretching hundreds of thousands of miles.
It's like a great big ocean. Well, I guess the shell kind of ruins that.
We will now all be rolling a sanity
and you can
check
see
to understand the great vastness of space.
Yeah, you can see the shell surrounds these planets, but is broken in places where panels have been shattered out or drifted off at their edges and at the top. And everyone go ahead and give me a perception check.
17.
Also 17.
That is a 8.
All right. Tunzies and Jack, you can see thrusters firing far, far away, deep in the black void. Again, thousands of miles from you, but you are not the only ship here
Hey, Gary,
in
I know.
this sky of void.
Gary, I know like 10 minutes ago, or like 5 minutes ago probably, you said this is our last chance and we sure we want to do this job. Now that we're here, are we sure we want to do this job and not just like go see what's out there?
Gary turns around, his back was to you as he was like in the engine room, turns around and just vomit down the front of his...
Oh, the incomprehensible horrors of space are getting to him.
I don't know, Tons. It's kind of feels like a lot. So maybe why don't we just start here?
You know, Tons, you know what makes checking out all of this a lot easier? All these credits we're about to get from this job.
That does sound good. I'm gonna go clean up.
Jake, could you open up the first class cleaning cell for Gare, please?
Is that a prison shower? First class? That's
Yeah.
what it's a prisoner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God damn it. Gary walks in and puts his hands against the wall. He knows exactly he's done this 1,000 times.
I peek back and Gary's just butt ass naked holding the wall.
So fast. God,
It's a fun question. Does Jake have artificial gravity?
Jake does not have artificial gravity.
Oh, that vomit is so much more gross, Gary.
What do you want me to do? All right, I've never
It's just
been-
floating there.
You do.
It's okay.
You do see
Get the
Jake
dust
does
buster.
have automatic cleaning systems that begin
good.
to suck the vomit out of
Sucks it
the
up.
air.
It's all right,
Once,
fellas.
Yeah.
Gary leaves the reactor room.
I predicted
like
one of us
spitting
might
into
do
the-
this, so I've left exactly 10 mason jars by each of our stations that are now haphazardly floating in the air to
Yeah.
capture any projectile forces.
Find your jar. Put your name on your jar. Just find it, and then that's yours.
Tons is doing that thing you did on the Gravitron where he just like floats up and sticks to the ceiling.
Yeah, how am I showering right now? I don't know. I'm figuring it out.
Don't worry, it's like a sealed shower. That way they don't make a mess.
Yeah, it's
There we go.
sealed, and it just the pressure of the water shoots it down at you.
Gary is pinned to the wall from the water hose.
Fully
It's-
jail
it's-
shower.
yeah,
Fully
it's-
jail.
It's we even got like a little robot in there to pretend to be a warden, just to
Yeah,
really,
yeah,
just
it's
to really spice
yelling
it
at
up.
me. Yeah, calling me
All right.
worthless.
But Jake says, Jack, do you want me to continue on our course towards Bakia?
Without question.
Power to thrusters, please. Go ahead and give me a piloting check.
You got it.
It's one of those grab the thing and like push it forward Star Wars moments.
Very, very gently grasp the shaft and ease it forward with a 13.
13. You push forward, and you are slammed back into your chair as the G-forces of moving at high speeds through void overtake you. Woo!
Gary in the shower bleeding
Gary,
from the head.
you give me a dexterity saving throw.
Fuck. if I die this way. That's not great, actually. Okay, I have a great saving throw, though. It's a 13 total.
13, that's enough to pass. You grab onto the bars here in the cell shower and are able to keep yourself stable. Gary, would you like me to turn off the water?
Turn off the water, Jake! Turn off the water
The
robot,
water shuts-
too. It's yelling at
Water
you.
Gary,
water
you know
shuts
there's no
off.
way to turn it off until it's done. We programmed it to where no one can tell it to turn off.
I can't tell where I'm still dirty.
Jake shuts off the water, and you are clean.
Do you
And the
feel
warden
clean?
robot looks at you. Systems functioning.
Honestly, thank fuck. It was problematic, and I don't know why we had that on the ship. But that is kind of concerning. Hey, Jack, you want to check and make sure everything else is running ship shape?
Yeah, you got it. I was also a little concerned when an 8-year-old sold us the ship, and that was included as a part of the package. But I'll do a systems check.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a tech check.
You got it.
Low DC.
18.
8. Oh, well, you blew it out the water. You can see that everything else is operating fine, and you think the warden bot is malfunctioning because it got too wet.
Man,
Because the water was just floating around instead of...
the warden was the only system not prepared for 10G flight. That's a shame.
I never liked him anyways.
Yeah, not our best purchase. I'm gonna put clothes on. I'll go.
Please do. From the ceiling.
It's like a wet cat slopping back
I'm just
to
like
his station.
floating past you. Have no
Uh,
idea you're above me.
Would you like to continue accelerating, Jack, or would you like speed to stabilize?
We'll let Gare Bear be comfortable before we accelerate again.
I'm good. He's already dressed. He comes out of his room.
Oh my goodness, Gare.
Barry changes so fast because of the disguises.
Tons will pull himself
Mr.
down to his operator chair.
Yeah, everyone strap in.
Mr.
and
Sneed,
we'll-
would you
we'll
like
go.
to strap in?
Oh, I'll strap it. Oh yeah, not making that mistake again.
All right.
Click.
The benefit of being out of atmosphere is infinite acceleration.
Oh fuck.
This is where it ends, boys. We're about to become a streak across the sky.
I was
I'm
gonna
just
say, now
watching.
Jake, when you say infinite, ah!
Yeah, and you all begin to feel the force of gravity reappear on your bodies as Jake streaks through the sky like a comet. Days pass. You have food and water prepared for the travel. And eventually, you come into not quite orbit, but just on the edge of it, around the planet you know to be Bakia. Your coordinates tell you to go down to the 7th level on the northeastern quadrant.
Oh. Here's hoping there's no language barriers and monetary barriers and everything goes A-okay.
You do know that all of the residents are consortium, collective, and Synarch bigwigs.
Okay.
So there shouldn't be too many barriers there.
Should be okay.
This is a planet-sized resort. Once you get past the uninhabitable surface that you find yourselves descending to. Go ahead and give me a piloting check quick just to decelerate Jake safely.
Smooth 22.
Smooth is the right word. You come in at an angle, letting the planet's atmosphere do the work for you, slowing you down, and glide down to the surface where the landing gear pops out, digs into the dirt, and latches on. I hope you've enjoyed your flight. Thank you for flying State Farm.
Are you playing the instructional safety video now? We just landed.
No, I'm playing the departure video.
Oh, okay. All right. We haven't seen those in a while, so I got a little concerned. You know, nothing makes our prisoners feel safer than having that video on the tiny seat in their cell.
Well, you only gave me access to one. Oh, I'm sorry, that wasn't you. How many owners ago was that? And you can hear quizzical thinking and like the quizzical tone in Jake's robotic voice.
The reactor starts like arcing a little bit. He's really grinding his gears.
And he's going to use his new upgrade to his internal computer to try to remember more about himself.
Guys,
On a
we were all
natural
wrong.
20.
Jake's the main character.
Jake says, Oh. Oh no.
Jake realized they
well.
are in fact a transformer, and we need to find the Allspark here on.
No, Jake has remembered that originally they were a private jet for an insurance company.
Oh God, I flew a CEO. Oh no.
And Jake says, I need to process some things. I'll be here when you return. Shutting down voice module.
Screaming.
So we can't hear Jake vomit in response to their own discovery.
Yeah. Gary, go ahead and give me tech, though, quick, since you're in the reactor room.
That is a 23.
You do begin to see that the reactor, it looks like Jake is trying to draw more power from the reactor to his internal processing systems, but he cannot. Like, there's a physical override you would have to hit to allow it.
Can I hit it?
Yeah, absolutely, free. Yeah, you know how to do it.
That's your station. We're not gonna know.
We're gonna be trapped here forever, guys.
Wait, why? Why is that bad?
I don't know what Jake's thinking process are all controls. Like he kind of autopiloted us here.
I thought it was just like,
he didn't
worked his way
autopilot
through something.
I thought we like gave him the coordinates.
He plotted a course, but Jack flew you.
Oh.
That's why Jack was making piloting checks.
Okay.
Jake cannot fly himself.
Hey, Tons.
Yeah.
Could you give us an atmosphere readout? See if it's safe to step out or if we need to go deeper.
Sure. I will do my things. Let me double check if I have a thing for scanning.
If you do not have a venture or deployment feature that applies to it, you can just make a perception check using the ship's stats, which would be at a +1. Sorry, Jake is proficient in scanning, so at a +5.
Okay. I don't have anything specifically for scanning. All my stuff is like hacking and preventing others from scanning. So I'm adding 5 to a d20.
Yep.
15. Yeah.
The atmosphere, you wouldn't call it safe. But it's breathable for short periods, probably about 15 to 30 minutes. And then you would need like an equivalent amount of time, having good oxygen to have another 15 to 30 minutes.
Well, it's definitely breathable, but probably like you remember those like big fires that happened for like a week straight like 5 years ago, and like you could go outside, but if you were out there for like too long, you like passed out. It's kind of like that.
Well, we landed at this particular spot, and Jake shut down the voice module. Surely there's a reason we landed here.
Right, those fifth ones were like depths. How far down do we have to go?
I think 7 levels?
Yeah.
But what's their level equivalent here? How deep are their levels?
That's a good question.
You think their levels are probably about half, or actually a quarter of the height of the levels on Eden.
Ooh, this is a tight planet.
It is a very small planet comparatively, and you can see that it has not been built up. This is the original surface of the planet. They built down here.
I guess that's a good question. Do the sensors find any like thing that could seemingly be an opening or a way beneath the surface?
On a 15, I'll say they pinged an unordinary concentration of steel about 2 miles northeast of here.
Sensors have a weird steel structure about 2 miles from here. Could be a place to start.
Yeah.
How long do we have any kind of breathing apparatus or anything?
We can just hover. We can just hover and light glide with Jake. I'd rather not take a trek and be super far away from an entrance.
Sure.
All right. Yeah. I will remind you, you did pick up respirators for each of you as well.
Mm-hmm.
On that note, though, Jack, if this is someplace that we ain't supposed to be in, wouldn't it be better for us to show up alone, sneakier, rather than flying up with Jake?
I mean, what's more suspicious? 3 people from the surface being found inside, or 3 people cruising into a luxury resort that don't have any money for said resort?
I'll say you had some money left over in your account. You could have cashed out to have
not
credits
that
on
much.
hand.
Not that much. There's no way.
After Gary's purchases, you would still have about 4,000 credits left.
I refuse to believe this super secret luxury resort 2 planets away is like, oh, 5K credits, that's enough. We were playing 1,000 a hand at an underground casino.
Oh yeah, no, it's definitely not enough, but it's probably good to have them on hand either
Yeah,
way.
we can't buy a room, but we can probably tip enough waiters and staff to make it look like we belong if we have to blend in.
Yeah.
Also, Gary
put
sells
on
his
your nice
jackknife.
clothes and then put on your snow clothes.
All right. Yeah. Gary does not know what to expect, so he brought a tuxedo, and he is going to put that on underneath anything, any other protective gear.
I don't think Tons has fancy clothes, guys.
Well, you know,
And I appreciate that you guys 100% would have bought them if Tons thought about getting fancy clothes for this mission. I don't think Tons would have thought about it. Like, Tons would have had his bag and, like, it's just his normal stuff.
I mean, I think since Jack was in the like prep mood of getting the respirators, basic essentials like extra wear, you know, just to have like fresh,
Tuxedos.
durable clothes. I don't know, maybe not full tuxes. I would get you like a nice blazer and graphic T-shirt combo with jeans, naturally.
Yeah,
Overall,
gotta dress
actually,
them up.
yeah.
Gotta dress them up like 2009 Mark Zuckerberg.
So we're douchebags.
Did Zucker wear a blazer? I feel like he was just t-shirts and jeans. Wasn't
I
that a
feel
whole
like-
thing he
I feel
had
like there
about
was
like how it helps him be efficient that he just wears the same t-shirt and jeans every day and doesn't have to think about his outfit?
I feel like there was a TED talk he did or something similar to that where he wore a blazer with a t-shirt. Not important.
Yeah.
You look like a tech bro from the early 2000s.
Hell yeah.
I cringed when he described it because that's what I pictured.
Mhm.
I don't hate it. I'll be honest. I don't hate it at all.
You look like you look like you got out of the .com bubble just in time.
That'd be fucking great. Are you kidding me? All right. Then yeah, let's once we're all kitted up, let's go down to the surface.
All right. So you are heading down to the surface, and you're making the trek on foot over there.
No, I think Jack said like it really didn't matter. We might as well take the ship so that if we do have to make a quick getaway, Jake is at least here and we don't have to run 2 miles.
Okay.
I think, but we can confirm with him. I can go either way.
All right. I do think Jack's away from Cam for a sec, so we're just going to roll with that plan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's take the ship.
And I will say no piloting check necessary. You begin to glide in. As you get closer, you can make another scan if you want once you're within about a mile or so.
Oh, for sure. Let me double check. As a note, I can, and I don't know how this would work because I think it's supposed to be ship to ship. Oh, that's just disabling. I thought I got to hear what they were saying. Never mind.
Okay.
Oh, that's
do you
a
want
21.
to activate
though.
your cloaking device? Do you want to activate your cloaking device?
100% I am activating the cloaking. Or is that Gary? Or is that an
No,
operator?
that's you, I think.
I'm not.
I think-
I'm not positive. Because you
Oh,
control
no, that is
what
you.
gets
That is you.
activated. Okay.
Yeah, but Gary would have to. You would press on. Gary would have to provide power for you to press
Yeah.
on.
Yeah. So Tons is through comms like, "Hey Gary, I need power so that we can't be seen. I forgot we had this thing. Let's give Jake that advantage on stealth."
Yeah, I will send the power where it needs to go.
All right. You send power to the cloaking device, or to the operator station specifically. In Tons, you activate the cloaking device. With the 21, you're able to get a few more details. You can see that this appears to be a superstructure, not that does have a drop down lower, but does not appear to be like a resort entrance. It looks like it is a dumping ground for things from below, like a waste station.
That means there's a way in. We might be a bit overdressed for this entrance.
You also pick up no life signs, but you said 22, right? 21?
21.
Something around there.
21.
Yeah. You pick up 8, not life signs, but signs of mechanized life, droids. Working here. 2 of them are massive, like as big as Jake or bigger.
Yeah.
And then 6 of them, 2 of them are Jake size, 4 of them are a little smaller than that. They're about halfway between a drift bike and Jake. And then 2 of them are human sized and humanoid.
We got.
You do not
droids.
have eyes on yet.
I don't know what, but it seems like we got droids out here. At least a couple of them are large ship-sized ones. I don't know if we want to fly Jake over invisible and see what we're dealing with, or so that we can blast the big ones if we need to. Although if we do that, all stealth is gone.
I want to catch Jack up quick. Jack, what you missed, they started flying over. Tons did another scan, found out that this is like a dump for below up here. That there is a way down through the dump. And there are 8 droids here. 2 are ships. You're explaining that now. I'll let you finish.
Oh yeah, that was it. 2 are ship size. There were about 8 of them. I could tell it's not life, but it's something moving around. Seems mechanical. So yeah, like I said, I don't know if you want us to go down and dispatch them quietly, or if you want to just show up and, Jake got all these guns and upgrades. We could blast the big ones and then drop down, dispatch the others. That might get rid of stealth, but we're not sensing any life anywhere near here.
We don't know what sensors might be attached to them. Might be safer to stealth at the start. Pierre, what do you think?
I mean, yeah, I'd rather not go loud until we really have to. I mean, are we sure this is our way in? I mean, we're 2 miles from where the coordinates took us.
I mean, that's true, but like, we haven't seen or sensed any other openings or changes in the terrain that could potentially. I assume that Jake has some way that like we can see like beneath him, etc. as we fly, right?
Yeah, he's got some cameras down there that will project up to viewports.
So those coordinates are probably the coordinates we have to get to specifically for the drop off of whatever we're supposed to pick up. But like, that doesn't mean there's an entrance right there, right?
Yeah, no, I guess you're right. Are we sure we have to attack these robots? Is there any way we could...
We can evaluate first, for sure.
I mean... Jack, do you have any way to make yourself sneaky or hard to see?
You could also just do a flyby over top and get that visual reconnaissance.
Yeah, we just here. We'll hit the cloak and we'll get in there.
Oh, the cloak's active. We did not come close to this place without the cloak. We did that while you were gone.
Okay, yeah, no, we're cloaked. Let's just see what's going on. Maybe we can even get by them.
All right. You see these 2 massive trawlers, actually a little bigger than Jake, that are going around scooping up the things that are being dumped up through this massive hole in the ground and compressing them down, scooping them into themselves. And you can see inside their, we'll call it a mouth. Through the mouth, you can see a reactor of some sort that is burning what is burnable, and then out the back, everything else is being dumped in these huge blocks. You can also see those smaller, like drift bike, almost sized bots are moving as a pack, pushing these blocks from behind the trawlers into a massive stack.
All right, so it's like some kind of landfill. I
And
don't know how.
you do not have eyes on the two human-sized droids. You can try another scan if you want to pinpoint their location. I will tell you the DC is 20. You can make this with advantage if one of your friends gives you the help action.
Naturally.
But they would have to abandon their station to do so.
I can if you want. You don't really need me at my station right now.
That's fair. If you're not
Yeah.
needed at the station. And I'm sorry, Chip. You didn't come through for me at least. What type of check was that?
Another scan, so the
Okay.
+5
Okay.
with advantage.
That
DC is
advantage
20.
was. Well, we're glad for the advantage because the first roll was 4. Unfortunately, the second roll was only a 10. So that
Okay.
makes it 15.
You're not able to pinpoint the location. You can tell that they are somewhere in that those massive stacks of the trash blocks. And you
Yeah.
said 15?
Yeah.
Now that you're closer, you realize that there are more than 2 of those humanoid-sized droids. The reason that it only popped up as 2 is that there are only 2 patterns repeated over and over again. You can't get a clear number, but you think it's at least 10.
Yeah, I think
But
there's more.
those are like pushed back and away from the hole that you want to go to.
Okay. Okay. And that was what I was going to double check and clarify was that we can see the hole. Does the hole look Jake-sized or people-sized?
The hole, it'd be a tight squeeze, but you could probably fly Jake through it with some crafty piloting.
Jack, how confident are you feeling? Do we leave Jake hovering cloaked above us and go in by ourselves, or do you think you can get him in and out?
Why don't we give it a shot? See what
All
happens.
right.
Let's do it.
Go ahead and roll me a piloting check as you tilt Jake's nose down and begin to fly him in.
That is a 15.
15. Alright, Jake is going to take a little bit of hull damage. By the way, Gary, what did you take power from to put it on the operator station?
I guess I would have taken it from shields. You know what? No, weapons.
Okay. So you've still got power to shields, engines, and cloaking. Alright. So you're going to take a little bit of hull damage as Jake physically scrapes the sides here. I'm gonna have it because your shields are up. And Jake takes 8 halved to 4 points of hull damage.
Well, they know someone's here now.
Maybe
with
not.
What-
like a loud scraping sound.
Not very loud. It's just the side of his hole scrapes for a second, like as you're getting into the hole.
Okay.
All right.
Once you're in, Jack, you're able to steady Jake and continue flying straight down. As you fly down, this tube does not open up for quite some time, and if you were flying down through Eden before you begin to see an opening, you would guess that you'd passed 2.5 levels.
So if we roughly double that here, we said, right?
Quadruple.
Oh, quadruple. Okay, so we're a little further than we need
Yeah, or
to
about
be,
like
but
8.5. Yeah.
maybe 10.
10. I'll just tell you, you exit onto level 10, where you see cells stacked on top of each other to the ceiling with bright white lights that cover the entire ceiling, shut off in some areas, turned on in others. You can see some of the cells opening and people walking out. Each of them wears a bracer of some sorts around their right arm. And you can see that where there is light, the cells are opening. And people are standing up from a little cot and making their way along to... Now you can give me an insight.
Tons gets an 18.
Anybody else? Just Tons? Okay.
Yeah, I guess just...
Sure.
Okay, Tons. You recognize that these are the workers.
If we lose the tuxes, we might be able to sneak in here. You think Jake can stay hovering cloaked while we're gone? Is there a way we can tell where he is if he's cloaked and we're outside?
Our data pad should be able to keep his location.
Okay. Yeah, I think if we drop the tuxes, we might be able to just pretend to. We might slip out of here. I think these are the workers. I doubt they'll notice anyone like us slipping in with them, right?
Well, we got to get one of their armbands, it looks like.
Well, not if we don't stick with them. We just have to get out of here.
All right.
Getting one would help. Getting one would definitely be better. Is there anything particular about their clothes other than the armband? Like, are they all in like a jumpsuit or wearing the same thing?
You see like a mix of different, like, it's not poor quality, but it's like very, it looks like mass-produced t-shirts in all sorts of colors. You can even see a few people who are wearing like what look like more personalized clothing, who appear to be on like the bottom levels of the cells here.
Any of them in graphic tees and blazers?
You don't see anybody in blazers, but you do see a few people who are wearing like graphic tees. They're on the bottom line of cells. You see one with the very popular Polar Cola Bear on it.
Hell yeah. Love that. Yeah, we'll ditch the blazers, and I guess... Alright, well, should we just go down, and should we just...
And then I would like a perception check from all of you quick.
Okay.
Sure.
Not using the ship's stats. These is just you looking.
15.
One at a time. Tons.
15.
Jack.
6.
Natural 1 for Gary. Okay. Tons, you're the only one who spots this. Where the lights have just turned on, you see someone who does not get off their cot immediately. And then suddenly you see a flare of electricity from the armband as they are shocked awake.
Ooh.
So 2 things. 1, maybe we don't want an armband. 2, they definitely got surveillance in this room somehow.
It could be attached to the armbands.
That's true. They could just be like tracking and know that it didn't move. I can't do much for you guys. I mean, I think I can slip by, but I don't have a way to not make you guys show up if they happen to have cameras or something.
I mean, if there's cameras, I don't know how much we can do. I don't think we have to worry about any of these folks telling on us, it sounds like.
You could try... I will remind you, you're able to jam things now. You can jam signals.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. I was going to say, I can try to have Jake jam something, but then we would probably have to give up on the shields. right? We'd need the engine for hovering and
No,
camouflage.
so your station has power, which means your abilities can be used.
Okay. Then yeah, I can, before we go, I can like try and jam any kind of like communications they have.
May as well.
Jam.
In theory, if this works, those cameras should in theory be jammed until they get fully rebooted, which depending on the system gives us anywhere from, what would you say, 30 seconds to 5 minutes, depending.
Hard to say. I say we just go for it.
Yeah.
So
I'll settle us into the best spot I think I can find.
So as an action, I can expend a power die and choose any. I mean, it says ships, but I'm assuming you're letting this pass.
I will allow the section of this area that you have Jake hovering in right now to count as one ship.
Okay. So
like,
that one
I'll
ship,
allow like a quarter mile.
must succeed on a wisdom saving throw, or
Alright.
take ionic damage equal to the number rolled on the die plus the ship's charisma modifier. I do not know what a power die is.
Just a d6.
Okay. 2. So 2 plus the ship's charisma, I think, was another 2.
So that -1.
Yeah.
Okay, so 1. It would only be 1 damage, but if they fail, they're disabled until rebooted.
That's a failure. And you think that any cameras that would have been, anything that's communicating up out of this area is blocked. You think local comms in this area are probably still active?
I think anything exiting the room should be blocked. Who knows how long, until they notice it and reboot the system.
I guess we're going.
Tons will burn points to make himself invisible to stay safe anyways, but he'll make sure he's close to them in case anything happens.
Okay, cool. Tons, you make yourself invisible. The rest, all of you, drop out of the ship. Jake's just hovering here, just off the ground, or
I mean,
in the air.
Is there any room to do?
You could hover over. You could hover over top of one of these like cell blocks.
That would probably be the best idea.
Yeah, as long as we have a way to get back up. But like, if the cells are stacked, the people have to have a way down, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No one's gonna check the very top of a stack for something, so.
All right.
Yeah, we'll do that.
So Jake is hovering here, just using the repulsors to stay afloat as you drop down to the top of the cell block. Everyone go ahead and give me stealth checks. Tons, you can make yours with advantage since you're invisible.
Cool. 26.
26.
10.
10.
19.
19. All right. 2 people in the group succeeded. So what happens is, as you jump down, Jack, your boots begin to thud a little bit on the ceiling of the cell block. But Gary and Tons steady you quickly and silence you before anyone really notices that it's coming from up instead of around them.
Good looks, boys.
Alright, now let's join the crowd and hope none of them pay attention to your arms.
Yeah, I guess we file down.
Yeah, Jack will throw his cloak around and get it over his armaments.
As you do so, you head down and join the crowd. Make a couple of perceptions here. You see that most people don't pay you any mind. There's one guy here, younger man, probably about 25 to 30, who walks up to you, Jack. What are you doing up here so high? Fucking slavers' pets.
Just kind of
See that pretty cloak you got? I see that pretty cloak you got on. They must like you something special.
I know how to keep my mouth shut.
You know how to lick the boots of those that put you down. That's what you know how to do. And he spits on your face.
Hey, you want to live down here forever? You go right ahead.
Oh, you think just because you're nice and you do your job good, they're gonna let you out? No, that's why they put you further down. They're gonna keep us all here until we get out or someone comes and sets us free. And ain't nobody coming.
Sure. Why don't you go about doing your job so well then?
Do it just enough to get my ration. You'd be wise to do the same.
Respectfully, go bother someone that isn't on the same side as you, which you're not going to be able to bother without another boot, so.
And he just stomps off.
Jack, you don't think that's what the job's for, do you?
Let's just keep moving.
What do you do from here? You've got about 6 cells. You got about 6 cell stacks to walk down around this catwalk here to reach the ground floor, and you can see people filing into elevators along the way.
I mean,
Or around the ground.
team alignment. Like what is the deepest grasp of what we're doing here we have is?
We have to
You
get
have a
to floor
location,
7.
and you know
Yep.
that it's a retrieval.
Okay.
That's it.
Then I mean, find a find a floor 7 elevator. Listen to chatter or about where people might be assigned today, or keep an eye out for postings on the elevators.
All right. Yeah. Tell me how you're like interacting to try to find this out. Just listening, or if you're like talking to people, like, "Hey, where are you going today?" or anything like that, and I'll tell you what check to make.
Yeah, I think I'll chatter a little bit. I think people definitely caught sight of that guy was probably the rowdier of people in the morning because no one wants infighting on this side of things. So I think I'll cook up some pity points, just ask people, hey, where are you going? What you got going on today? Things like that. See if I can get them to just tell me.
All right. I'm gonna say, give me a persuasion.
Sure thing.
Don't give me a result yet, Gary. What are you doing?
I think I would just be looking for the next exit out of here. Anything to get us down further, away from this pit.
Up further.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, up further. Yeah. So I guess, do you want investigation?
Absolutely, sure. Tons. What are you doing?
Tons is invisible, so as quick as he can, he's gonna try and make his way down. If there's a way he can like climb down catwalk by catwalk instead of going over to the stairs or something, and
Okay,
he's
so
gonna
you
try
want
and
to try to climb down. You could try to climb down the sides of the cells.
yeah. Because he's invisible. He's gonna go peek in the elevators and see if people are only pressing one button per elevator, or if it's more like a, hey, we get off on every floor and where people go where they're going.
All right. Give me athletics or acrobatics as you climb down. We're gonna go ahead and start with you, Tons, because you got one check before you will be able to get any information.
Well, Tons got a 4 on the acrobatics.
Total of 4.
Yup.
All right. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
We got a 15 on that.
All right, 15. You lose your grip, but realize you're losing your grip in time to jump back to the catwalk as you start to fall.
Guess I'm making my way down the stairs then, and taking my time.
All right. As you all reach the bottom floor, what was the result of your investigation check, Gary?
19.
19. You see that there are 10 elevators here, like spread around this bottom floor, and that each one just has 2 buttons, up and down. Jack, give me a persuasion.
24.
24. You're chatting with a couple of people, and then you eventually you hear a bunch of, I'm working engineering today up on 6. I'm doing some repairs to plumbing on 5, cleaning the bathhouses on 3. And then someone says, I'm working on the networking on 7. Working, laying some new cable.
Oh, there's our answer. I'm sure Gary's nearby to catch that.
Yeah.
So.
I'm going to say, since you're all on the catwalk, you can all be
Yeah.
in range to hear each other.
Oh, did you say laying cable? I'm supposed to be part of that detail.
Oh, okay. You want to ride up together? You're a new face to me. They just bring you in recently?
Yeah, Gary Feed. How are you?
Gary Feed, pleasure to meet you. Wish it was better circumstances than, slavery.
Yeah, I don't love it. But what can I say? The benefits, am I right? just a little slave humor. All right.
Yeah, the benefits. Hey, they do keep us fed-ish.
Hey, 3 lukewarms in a cot. You know what I mean?
3 lukewarms in a cot. But yeah. Why don't we ride on up together?
Yeah, sure. Now
you guys come in together? Or no,
sure.
You've been here a while, haven't you, with that cloak?
Yeah.
Well, no, I thought we were on this job, though, aren't we?
On the job, yeah, but in terms of how long I've been around, yeah, they've had their use for me.
You must be a new transfer. Where'd they bring you over from? Like, which section? I used to be southeast myself.
Who's this directed at?
You.
They had me on the
He's
west
assuming
end.
that you've... Yeah. Oh, West End, okay. Oh, so you were there in real Party City. What were you doing there? Mixing up the drugs?
Kind of work that they give you something to cover up with like this.
Oh.
Yeah.
Reactor work, huh?
Yeah, there were reactions.
All right. Well, got some bad burns that they wanted you to hide.
Yeah, they don't like us being seen in the first place. Don't want us being ugly while we're at it.
I hear you there. They actually gave me plastic surgery there in the southeast.
Really?
Yeah. Said my nose was too big. It was displeasing to the ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, we're just pieces of the puzzle for everyone that's enjoying us. So.
I hear you. Hey, at least we get to stay down here. We're not like those poor folks stuck up on 9 in their gilded cages.
Yeah. Hate to be stuck there.
I'd rather be doing honest labor, I guess, than stuck in a pretty cage working for pleasure.
I kind of shudder a little bit at that. Just God.
So about that cable?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. New to the detail. That's right. So it's going to be a long. We're going to. I'm sure you've laid cable before if they've assigned you to it, but we're basically the fiber optics. They kind of got fried in this recent series of storms that have been hitting us. And Gary, I actually do, as he says that, need you to roll a Constitution saving throw for me.
Okay. That is a 17.
17. For just a brief moment, your body is racked with pain, and you realize your chip is out of date.
Oh, fuck.
That was what those D8s I had you rolling earlier was.
God.
How many days you had left.
Oh,
And
fuck.
the flight,
Okay.
Hey, you all
and
right
the
there,
flight
Fred?
took all 5 of them.
Yeah, that was my cable laying senses telling me it is high past time for a job. Jack, can I talk to you in private real quick?
Yeah.
The guy looks at you as you're all standing here in the elevator. It's just, do you need me to? Here.
We'll
Just
just
plugs his
turn
ears.
around and be quiet. Yeah, don't.
The fucking my chip is out. My chip is out. I'm out of time.
Fuck. Shit, really?
Yeah, I forgot to. Yeah.
No, we didn't think about. God damn it! Here.
Well, Jack, you and Tons wouldn't have had a reason to think about it. You haven't needed a chip ever.
I think. Yeah, like Jack has it on his
Wow.
mind whenever Gary brings it up, but we've never thought about it because Gary's always on top of it for himself. I'm sure.
Yeah, it's just been such a busy couple of days, and I just didn't think.
Here.
Yeah, well-
This won't do much, but I'm gonna just like as we're turned around and like leaned up against each other, I'm gonna put my hand up to your chest. I know mechanically it's not gonna make much of a difference, but I'm gonna still just see what happens when I put a 4th level heal for you.
I'm going to say
if
that will
anything,
give
it's
you.
soothing.
I'm going to say a 4th level heal will give you advantage on those saves for the rest of the day.
Okay.
You will be making more of them.
Shit. So if we find some kind of like hazmat, radiation shielding suit of some kind, maybe that would be fucking super.
If we see one of these guys walking around, I'll rip it out of them. I swear to God, man.
I mean, can we just get inside?
Yeah.
You would know that these storms can reach the bottom levels of Eden, which are much deeper than the bottom levels of a place next to the sun.
Okay. Fuck. Shit.
Remind us mechanically, what is like the process of like getting your chip fixed or updated? Is it very simple,
Getting a
like
chip?
spot on the outside of your body, or
They take the old one out from under. It's a subdermal implant. They take the old one out. They put the new one in, and it like latches onto an artery to pump that protective. It's almost like a birth control implant, but for solar radiation instead of babies.
All right. Look, it's fine. I'm sure they've got the facilities to do that kind of thing here, just in case it's needed. We'll keep our eyes peeled, but I say we do the job, and we'll get back. It'll be fine. We'll just, I guess, let's try and step on it.
yeah. I mean, if only. And I'm saying this
Ding.
with
Elevator ding.
And the
Elevator
elevator
ding.
doors open.
I'm sure.
You see a absolute mess of cabling. Every technological impulse in you, Gary, says, God, the cable management here is awful. and you very quickly realize, oh yeah, it's done by half-trained people.
Gary does nothing to improve that.
Oh boy.
But you need to get about 1.5 miles southwest to get it to the coordinates that you're supposed to be at.
Okay, so
All
we
right,
are
well,
down to the right level.
Yeah, you're on level 7. You know that you need to get about 1.5 miles southwest to be where you need to be. Tons, you're in the elevator invisibly with them, correct?
100%. I am just following along invisibly and quietly.
All right. How long does that last for, by the way?
It's like an
An
hour,
hour?
right?
An hour, yeah.
Okay. Just wanted to check. All right. So you are able to exit the elevator. Well, I know who my shift lead is. I'm going to go report in. Have a great day.
Yeah.
If it's your first shift here, you should probably go check. Sorry. You should probably go check in. It's about a 10-minute walk. It's about a 10-minute walk east.
All right, yeah, thanks. Hey, real nice meeting you there. Good luck laying that cable for free. And get the fuck out of here. So this chip thing is definitely not the kind of thing where I couldn't just like isolate somebody and rip their chip out and install it into myself, right? I need to go to like a doctor.
You could.
We're going to. We're going to.
I'll tell you the mechanics of it now, just because that's the easiest way to communicate to you, the players, what your characters would know about it. It requires a DC 15 medicine check to remove one intact, and then another DC 15 medical check medicine check to install one into somebody.
Okay.
When installed like that, they can lose up to 7 days of charge.
Okay.
Like when installed outside of a medical facility.
Okay.
Out of character, Jack, that's something you're good at? Do we have any mediciners here?
Me.
I mean, I have my feigned confidence, but
I was gonna say Jack can always fake it till he makes it.
I mean it would give me a +5 to it, but I think with some clever work we can make it a little bit easier on ourselves, and mixed with maybe with some Solarium casting, who knows.
Now that it started hurting, how long I have before I start experiencing like permanent effects?
Your whole body was hurting. It's until you fail a save. The save was to begin experiencing the sickness that starts turning you either Nova touched or dead.
Okay, cool. So this is a problem.
Yeah.
This is this close to the sun. You think this is a probably every hour problem.
We on
You're gonna get hit
Mercury,
by a
not
wave of
yeah.
radiation.
Is there a typical location where chips are placed?
Right arm, just below the elbow.
All right. Here's
Do
the plan. The guys walked off, right? It's just us.
Yeah, it's just you.
All right. We're gonna go the way we need to be going. Tons. You get ahead of us a little bit. That way we don't seem out of place. If you find anyone, if you can get them. Try and find arms with fresh marks.
What about that guy we were just hanging out with? Why don't we just call him back over here?
I mean, did he look like he had a fresh chip?
He seemed nice.
Yeah.
He's already a good bit of ways away as we're having this conversation.
We need to be as close to the target as possible while doing that.
Yeah, you guys move, we all have the coordinates in our data pads, right?
Sure.
So we're on the right floor. You guys start heading for that, and I will go find a side alley or area to turn down in this place and see if I can find someone alone. Out of curiosity, is this something we can do, post-mortem?
Yeah.
You can remove one post-mortem.
If look.
So if I find someone, I can just off them and just drag the body.
Tons. I need you to kill a man and bring me his arm. All right.
Oh,
I'm not. Yeah.
I
Say no
mean,
more.
I can do it. I feel bad.
Oh,
making
at that
you-
point, I don't need to kill him. I can just cut off their arm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Listen, a dead body is going to be easier to hide and make less noise that'll catch on to us.
I can
Less
probably
likely.
just push it under a bunch of these cables, to be honest with you.
All right.
Sorry, I got really excited. My paycheck just hit, and it was way more than I expected.
Based.
Oh, yeah.
Congratulations.
Oh yeah.
I
Did you
don't
hear
know if
that?
this
Did you hear
is
that, folks? The cast of Concentricity, Prey, and Predator will be getting paid $2 each for this episode.
Yeah, sure. Send me your Venmos or your Cash Apps.
All right, let's.
I'm
get
not going
moving.
above 3 though. You could argue me up to 3. I'm not going past that.
Well, now I demand 3. What do you mean?
We got to unionize.
You got to give me an argument. All right, we're going to continue. So,
Yeah, Tons will go off on his own and try and find an isolated individual, but for GM information, the way you describe these cables, I'm picturing it like a devil's snare, and then I can potentially hide a body underneath it.
it's fully like think like a jungle of cables.
Yeah, perfect.
Oh, it's just everywhere. It is. the
yeah,
environment.
I can
Yeah,
kill someone,
this
cut
is the
off their arm, and
cabling.
put the
This
body
is the
under
cabling
cable.
for the
They'll never
whole
see it.
city, or for the whole. This is the cabling for this whole section of the planet, this whole quadrant.
Yeah,
Uh,
they'll never find it again. Find that body.
Yeah.
easy peasy.
Mhm.
All right, let's get to it. Gary,
All
you
right,
need.
Tons,
you
go
need
ahead and
any-
give me an investigation as you look for an isolated person.
I feel bad making Tons to kill him, man.
8.
8.
Yeah.
You're moving along, and you don't really find anybody for a while. But then you see hands and knees of a small figure reaching into a power box, plugging a cable in, and scurrying back out, walking around, plugging another cable in.
Nope, not 2 weeks in a row. We're continuing walking. We're
No, this is
looking
not
for
a
another
child.
person.
This is not
Oh.
a child.
Cool. Okay. I was like,
you
no
see,
shit,
when they
no.
stand up, you see about a 3'2" man, full adult man, beard, bushy brown eyebrows. Looks up at you, or you're not visible right now. My bad. And just keeps looking around, keeps working.
Does he look Nova Touch? Do I see any fresh marks?
You don't see a scar over it like usually develops within 2 weeks, but you don't see like fresh wounds. You see like a scab almost.
All right. Well, we are going to. Sorry. We're gonna do the thing. We're gonna walk up and hopefully one-shot this guy. If not, I have extra attack, I think. So. Yeah, I do.
Okay.
So yeah.
You've bundled your last cable.
Yeah, no words. Tons isn't happy about this. He hates that he has to do this to this guy, but hey,
I would have done it, is all I'm saying.
12
on the first one.
12 will not hit as you come out of invisibility, and he says, "What? Who are you? Why are you? What?"
And second one's coming. Ooh, there we go. 21, yeah.
That hits.
Yeah.
I'll tell you right now, his AC is 13.
So that's 11.
11,
Yeah.
full dead. You bring your blade.
I apologize. That's 22 because I rolled a natural 20. Wait, no I didn't. I'm so confused. Oh no.
Yeah, you rolled the 21, and then then you got 11 for damage. You're good.
Yeah. Oh, I see what happened. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's 11.
Still,
yeah.
11 is full dead.
Cool.
You tell me how you kill this man in one stroke.
Oh, it's just across his throat. Whether his head decapitates or not doesn't really matter. Like, I don't want him to suffer. He's dying.
He's gone.
We're gonna cut off his right arm.
And cut off his right arm with the band there and the scab just above it.
We are going to attempt to bury the body beneath a bunch of cables, and then we're gonna go toward the coordinates with the arm. After we cast...
I'm going to say sleight of hand to hide the body.
That makes sense, and it's a non-natural 20.
All right. Well hidden.
Then we're going to burn 2 more Solarum points to go invisible again and go meet up with the boys. And in theory, I believe that means the arm should also be invisible now because it is being worn or carried.
All right. Yeah, you fully go invisible. Just give me another investigation or perception at disadvantage to find your friends again. Or did you enable tracking for each other? Sorry.
I thought we had the coordinates for where they're going in our data pads. I was just going to head to the,
Okay, so you're just going to go there and try to meet them?
Yeah.
Okay. Then yeah, give me investigation at advantage, DC 10.
Oh, okay. Hey, natural
or
20.
Perception. Okay, I was going to say or perception flat, but on a nat 20, you take a look at these coordinates and you turn. You realize that you have a straight line of sight to where they should be.
Cool. Yeah, head that way and wait for them or find them, whichever is correct.
Jack and Gary. How are you making your way over to the coordinates?
I mean, in the most natural-looking way possible.
Yeah, we put one foot in front of the other, and we stand next to each other.
Give me performance or deception to both of you. These rolls are going to be individual, not a group roll, since there's only 2.
Performance or deception, you said?
Performance or deception, yes.
Gotcha. 18 deception?
18?
18, yes.
So 7 and 18. All right. Jack, you're walking along just fine. That was deception for you? What was it for you, Gary? Performance or deception?
Also deception, same modifier, though.
All right. You're walking along, and then suddenly, Gary, you're stopped by a firm hand grasping you on the back of your shoulder.
Oh, whoa, hey. What can I do for you there?
You get lost, pal?
No. I'm going to report in for my shift. Who are you?
My name doesn't matter, the uniform does. And you see he's dressed in a guard's uniform. Specifically a Consortium Enforcer's uniform.
Okay. All right. Look, I'm sorry. I was sent to go see somebody about my chip. It's getting low.
Oh, you're on the wrong floor entirely. But go ahead and give me deception. Give me deception again.
It's a natural 1.
What's your modifier?
Oh, +1 for 2.
Okay. He has a +0 to insight, so if he also rolls a natural 1, you can get away with this.
Love the odds.
Odds were not in your favor.
Yeah, 95%. Yeah, no.
No, it's 1 in 20. 1 in 20, right? That's more than 95%, right?
Because one in 10 is 10%.
No, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. That is 95. I was like, wait a second.
Where am I supposed
My
to
brain was like, that math feels bad. Actually, go ahead and make that deception at advantage because you are saying something that's true in a way.
Okay.
And he can see your body being racked by the pain. I should have given that to you in the first place.
There we go. That's much better. That's a 19 on the die for a dirty 20.
All right, 19 on the die for a dirty 20. He did not beat that, and he says, "Oh, you know what? Here, I'll just call the medic down to take care of it for you. Why don't we go? They'd be coming from 3. Come with me."
How?
And he
who's around?
It's just us, right?
Jack. It's you, Jack, this guard, and then scattered around there are more people, but there's nobody in direct line of sight.
Okay. While he's like talking about where we need to go with him, I look at you, Jack, and do kind of like I think the unspoken question, waiting for the green light.
I see. Considering the way we just came from, how quickly would it be that we would know no one would catch us doing anything with this guy?
I would say you've probably gotten about a quarter of the way to your destination. So you're probably about a quarter mile from that entryway elevator. If you've been making your way around the outer edge of the facility, then then someone could catch on within, I'm going to say, 2 rounds.
Does he have comms in his ears, anything like that?
You don't see a comm in his ear. You do see a walkie on his belt.
Okay. Yeah, I say, all right, boss, lead the way. And when he turns around, I would like to try and grab the walkie off of his belt and put my sword through his back.
All right. Give me sleight of hand first. Do you have extra attack?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to say you can use one of your attacks to make the sleight of hand to grab the walkie.
Okay. Just looking for my sleight of hand. It's very good. Hell yeah. Not a great roll, but with the modifier
right.
What's that?
That's okay. What is it?
15 to get the walkie.
15? All right, this is going to be opposed by his sleight of hand, which is a natural 20.
Fuck.
And he grabs your hand. You can still make your attack, though.
There we go. It's a...
What are you attacking him with?
My Viper Sword.
Okay, cool. That hits with a 19.
Okay. 11 points of damage.
He does not go down, but he is immediately engaged in the fight with you, and he says, where'd you get that sword from, inmate?
And can I use a bonus action?
Yep.
Let me know if this is too much. Can I use a bonus action to try and cover his mouth?
I'm going to say no. That would be like a grapple attack.
No problem. That'll be my turn.
If I get any action in response, I could maybe help with that.
That was our surprise round. We're going to go ahead and roll initiative now. So both of you roll initiative for me, and he will as well.
30-20.
All right. Well, he got a natural 2 for a 5.
Nice. That is a 25.
All right. Gary, you're up again.
Hell yeah. I pull my sword out of his back and replace it into his back.
Chest, but yeah.
Chest, yes. Oh, I thought he was turned around. Sorry.
If it goes through, it's the same thing.
Yeah. No, he was facing you.
Okay.
He grabbed you and spun you around to face him.
16 to hit?
16 to hit? That
Yes.
won't do it.
Okay, gonna try again. Fuck, that's a natural 1.
All right. Gary, this guy literally does tower over you. It's a little intimidating as he's still holding one hand in place, stopping you from grabbing his walkie, and your sword just keeps slipping off his armor and going to the sides. Jack.
Yes, I would like to please get a con save of 16 from the gentleman. As a 4th level choke goes directly at them.
That's a failure. What does that do to him?
That will be... I will roll 68 damage, and they will be restrained until the end of their next turn. We get 68 going.
Yeah, give me that damage.
30.
30.
30 force.
So that means he's taken 41 points of damage already. This guy looks real bad. And is restrained until the end of his next turn?
Correct.
All right. His next turn occurs.
Excuse me, until the end of my turn, my next turn.
Okay. Okay, he is fully restrained, can't move, loses his grip on Gary's hand. What are you doing to me? Gary, you're up again.
I will grab the walkie, make sure it is off, and put it on my belt. And then I'd like to mark this gentleman as Gary's quarry. And then I'm going to take 2 more attacks with the Viper Sword.
Go for it.
There we go. That'll do it. Sorry. That is a dirty 20 for...
Hits.
8, 9, plus my d4 of Gary's quarry damage. 11 points of damage.
11 points? Dead. Mm-hmm. Or dropped.
Nice. Then I'd like to cut his arm off.
All right. Cool.
I mean, we might as well just have like an extra.
Yeah. I'm going to say, can begin to cut his arm off with your extra attack. Roll to hit at advantage. I'm still listening. I just got to stop for a second.
It's 21 to hit, not natural.
I imagine that's going to hit the dead body.
Yeah. And
21 hits, 2 failed saves.
Nice.
And then you have an extra attack, I think? Or no, that was your extra
That
attack.
was it,
So
yeah.
it goes to Jack.
I mean, I'll just give a unarmed strike in the meantime. I'll just stomp on his throat. Uh, 19 to hit.
Uh,
I think that hit for Gary earlier,
yeah,
correct?
For sure.
Yeah, and which, if he's on death saves, will just be a kill. So it's...
Yeah. Oh, good. That provided the perfect leverage for me to fucking get the rest of this arm off.
I intend on casing the scene while you do this once the old shipmeister's back to make sure no one's spotting this and reporting us.
Hey, you! The Red Dead Redemption little wand thing that turns on. Ah, fuck. We're gonna go halfway across the map, killing these fuckers.
Jack's dead eye goes off.
Hold on, I need to smoke a cigarette.
Yeah, you watch Jack Thonkla in his 6-second turn chain smoke 30 packs.
Yeah.
Drink 8 whiskeys.
Yeah.
Drink 12 beard tonics and immediately grow a full-size mountain man beard. Call his horse, swap through his weapons 4 different times, and then still resort to force choking the next person who sees us.
Goddamn.
And don't forget the 4 lines of coke he does in the meantime as well.
Oh, absolutely. That was part of the whiskey.
It gives you precision.
Oh, I got you.
But I would like to case the scene after the hit.
Yeah, go ahead and give me perception.
You got it, my friend.
And Gary, that you're correct. Jack's punch did give you the correct leverage to finish cutting his arm off because your sword was still in the joint.
Perfect. Yeah. What? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
21 on that perception.
He didn't get a chance to yell. Doesn't seem like anyone's been alerted.
All right.
Gary's sword was just striking the armor and slipping off of it, not clanging against it.
All right, Garrett. I'm gonna pick up a pile of wire.
Yeah, I was going to say, is there also a sea of wires here?
There is a jungle of cable around, yes.
The same way Homer Simpson can fade into a bush, so will this man into a wire.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and give me your sleight of hand. If you're helping each other do it, one of you can make it with advantage.
I'll roll it at like +9.
You got it. Take the help. Spread open the wires.
That's a 26.
26, well hidden. Is there anything else you want to take off this guard while you're doing this?
Walkie-talkie for sure. Does he have any kind of ID?
He does have an ID badge.
Key card, yeah.
ID badge probably functions as a key card.
Yeah.
And you can see on the back of it, it has a list of codes to call in for different incidences as well.
Is there any like specific gear that's like a marker of them being like outside of the uniform? Is there like a special part of the uniform, like a different armband or helmet or anything that like marks them as an enforcer?
There is not a helmet per se, but a head covering. Like, picture, the leather helmets in Oblivion or Skyrim.
Yeah.
Yeah, like one of those almost, but molded down around the chin, with the crown of it exposed.
I'm gonna steal that and see if I can make it fit, and also, with Gary's permission, cop the ID badge. Since people didn't like the cloak, it might be adding to an image of someone who isn't from around.
You do also see some sort of... Gary, you would spot this probably. You see some sort of remote on his belt.
Oh, that's a mean remote.
Should probably leave that. No, yeah, fully.
I don't want to use it, but better. We need everything we can. Everyone's against us here.
Yeah.
All right, let me see this, and I'm gonna settle. I guess we'll sneak off a little bit further outside of to maybe a place where we won't get spotted at all, and I can.
Okay, go ahead and give me stealth checks then. If you're trying to like sneak towards your area.
Not necessarily sneak, but like we're just getting to a better place while making our way towards the objective. I have a natural 20 for a 25 stealth.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
A 12.
12. I'm going to say with the nat 20, we will make this a group check and call that a success. And you could sneak, you think, through this cable jungle the rest of the way towards your objective.
Cool. Let's do it.
And you also have a moment of quiet here where you could plan if you wanted.
All right. I'm going to take a look at this arm. Was that individual Nova touched?
He was not.
Okay. Let's find that spot. How to do scab, scar, fresh.
You see an old scar in that spot.
Oh God.
And by old, I mean months old.
The chips could be better here.
That is kind of weird. I mean,
we're gonna take a look at it so you can scan it, and if we think it's worth it, we'll do it. Otherwise, I'm sure Tons has like 4 arms by now.
Yeah, we did just make Tons murder, so I feel like I should use theirs first. But whatever.
Okay, let's take a look. So I'm gonna find. What I'm gonna do is I'll pull out my my crab sword sharper. So I'll pull out the crab sword, and I'm gonna dissect the arm a little bit. I'm gonna find where that scar is, and just go up to the elbow essentially, and just cut it there to try and like get easier access and better location finding.
I'm gonna say, because you're going about this surgically and you have time to do it, you will have advantage on the medicine check to remove the thing, and I'm going to lower the DC some for you.
Yeah, and in addition, like, from like that bisect of like looking into the arm, like can we see like a housing or anything for a chip?
Yeah,
Like, can we kind of
yeah.
see
I
where
mean,
it is?
yeah. With that dissection, you can see the housing for the chip. It's a little bulkier than you've seen before, and you see that it is blinking yellow.
Okay.
It's been about an hour. Gary, I am going to need another con save quick.
19.
Like I said, make it. Okay. Did you make it with advantage from the heal?
No.
You don't need to because you saved, but in the future, remember to.
Yeah.
Okay. So having all this information, like, kind of like, I'll use the crab sword a little bit more to like, kind of like dice the end of the elbow, the same way you would like dice an onion, right? And what I'm gonna do is like ease towards the chamber, so it can ease the next part of the process, which is I'm going to, instead of like trying to fish it out, I will use a Solarum pull to try and like ease this out of place.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a medicine check with advantage.
I would love to feign confidence this.
Do it. You can make that with advantage as well, I'm going to say, in this situation.
You got it. That is a 30 on the deception.
Jesus.
So we will make this medicine check with a +5 at advantage for a natural 20 for 25.
Hell yeah.
You pop it out. Gary, you can now inspect it. You can do this at advantage as well from this amazing series of rolls. And that'll be a tech check for you.
Okay. Oh, Jack, you did that so confidently. I didn't know you'd done this before.
I lock in for Gary Sneed. I don't fuck around when it comes to my employees.
It's an 18.
18? You look at the scar, you look at the object, you look at the chip, you see how it's blinking yellow, and you saw, just as you felt that flare of pain, which you know came from another solar flare hitting you, that yellow light stays steady through it. You think that this is not only a longer lasting chip, but a chip that is renewed by every flare that hits it.
Oh shit.
A permanent chip.
Permanent chip. Damn.
Does it look like it needs like more specific medical input since it's more advanced?
It looks like it works on the same principle. It looks like to repair it or to like change or repair it would be a lot different, but it could just be attached the same way the old one is. Maybe would have been a little more difficult if you hadn't removed it so smoothly.
Gotcha. You want to do this?
Fuck yeah, I want to do this.
All right. Get your arm up, and I'll clean off the sword.
Oh, thanks for wiping that off for me. This feels.
Do you have a clean dagger? Do you have like anything plain and sharp?
No, just the Viper sword, but that's got the same guy's blood on it. It's all right. Take those whiskeys you were chugging earlier in the interval.
I've never wielded my weapon. I use an electroprod as my primary weapon, so my main weap's also useless.
Perfect.
All right. Sword of the Crab. Right. I'm going to give you. This is going to probably double for both helping you be muffled and muffle sound. I'm going to put one of the respirators on you to make sure you have good airflow for this process.
I was going to dig out the corpse and bite down on the other arm, but this sounds a lot better.
Yeah, no. All right, I'm going to be real gentle about this, all right? Let's
just, you threw the respirator. Just fucking do it, Jack.
Okay. This has to be slow and painful, because if I do this wrong, if I fuck up your artery, this gets a lot worse. So just start.
Okay.
I'm gonna take a similar. It's a similar process, obviously much less intensive because it's not a dead bisected arm, but I'm going to just like very gently kind of create like my fold. I'll do like an eye cut where I go line, and then the big line to open up the arm.
That seemed like a really big line, Jack.
All right.
And
give me that medicine check.
advantage again, or just with Fanes?
I'm gonna say just with Fane. Gary can't help you. Gary's being operated on. Yeah, just flat
You
with
got it.
Fane.
Yeah.
That'll be a 3, 14. I make this better in any way. I don't think I can.
One point away. You get it in there. It mostly latches on to the artery.
Oh, I'm already putting it
It's
in.
just-
Oh, I still got to get his old one out, don't I?
Oh, okay. You're taking the old one out. Taking the
Yeah.
old one out is a lower DC because you don't need it to continue functioning. It's only a DC 10.
Okay. Yeah, no, we got to get it out and then put the new one in.
Okay, yeah, you're able to get the old one out, no problem.
Okay, because I had a plan in mind for this. Okay, Gare, I need you to listen to me and do exactly what I say. Okay. Just do not move.
I'm gonna
And
throw up
with-
again, Jack. Jack, I'm gonna throw
Hold
up.
on. I say that not as a please don't move. I say that as a coerced mind, and I'm asking you to fail it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, if Gary elects to fail, you get the help action.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, I assume Gary would understand what's happening here.
Yeah, you've seen me do this tons of times.
Yeah, I know what's good for me.
Tons is standing in the corner, invisible, watching this
Still
happen.
invisible, yeah. Just
I mean,
smiling.
have you guys gotten to the coordinates?
No, we were
No.
like halfway there.
We've gone a quarter mile.
I feel
I'd say you're about 3/4 of the way there, having
Tons is at the
snuck
corner.
ahead to a safe
Where
spot. yeah.
are my teammates?
yeah, Tons has started actively looking for whatever we're supposed to retrieve.
Good thing I sullied my
Give me an
soul
investigation.
first.
Sure. I'm bad at these, but
You have found initially you found a clear spot. Before you tell me your result, I'm going to give you the layout. You found a clear-ish patch of ground that is encircled by this wiry jungle. Smooth, those smooth, almost linoleum paneled floors. And what did you get on your roll?
a natural 1 for 2.
I could have told you
Natural 1 for a 2. There's nothing here.
Well, that's better than
Maybe.
I was thinking.
Maybe someone beat you to it.
Doubtful.
Gary did say that his friend had all the information you had,
Nah.
and he's shady.
that. Patrick would
Security would have been way tighter if someone actually pulled something like this off already.
All right, let's finish
Jump
this
cut to
operation
Gare,
up.
tears in his eyes, blood out of his gums as he's biting down on the
dirty
respirator.
rag. Yeah.
And the same way that I very gently eased out with the force, or the Solarum pull, I'm going to line up the chip and, make as much work with getting it open. Since with the help action, I can use one arm to open up the wound a little bit more cleanly and just very easily Solarum push the new chip down in.
All right, give me your medicine and advantage.
You got it. Come on, Gare Bear. That'll be why is math so hard? 17.
17. The chip slips into place, lodges on. You can feel the little, spine-like legs of the edge of the device latch into the muscle around your artery. And for just a split second, your veins are full of burning fire, and then it fades to dull warmth.
Oh.
You have a new chip, Gary, and you gain the at-will Solarum power, pyrokinesis.
thought we were trying to avoid that freak shit by doing all this.
All right, I got you, buddy. And as I finish that up, my hand clasps over the cut and incision I made, and I pump another 4th level heal.
Oh, can I move? Can I move?
Yeah, you're fully healed again.
Once the heal's done, yeah, I drop it. I'll break concentration on
your
the color.
Your body knits itself back together as Jack commands life itself.
Okay, hell yeah. Yeah, Gary's still dancing around like he stepped on a leg. Oh, shit! Fuck! Alright. First of all, I just felt an immense pain for a hot second, and I say hot second because it was physically hot in my blood, which was strange. Fuck, I don't know. Let's not worry about it. We should get to the LZ.
You good?
I think so. I feel weird. But, DM, GM.
Yeah.
Am I aware that I have pyrokinesis now?
You can feel that it's not like the fire in your veins no longer is burning you. It feels like sitting by a warm hearth. But you can tell that you could, if you wanted to, force that out of your body and have an impact on the world around you.
Can I, just stretch my hand out? Something feels really different and just like a little plume of fire between my fingers.
Yeah. It does
Jack,
not burn you.
Jack, I don't like it. I don't like this at all, Jack. Turn that off if you wouldn't mind. Turn that off. You can do this magic crap. Turn this off.
No, that's... What in the world? They must...
Shaking my hand, shaking fire everywhere.
You know, I don't know if you saw that, but it seemed like they designed
a fire?
No, not the fire, the chip. It looks like they designed these to work with the solar flares. That might be what it is.
Gary was the one who noticed that, yeah. With the tech check.
Yeah, I would have told you.
I think it's, by keeping you safe, it's also giving you something else.
What, like you and Tons? I don't know if
I can't do anything like
I'm not even religious. I don't know if I'm into any of that.
I mean, it's not a religious thing.
It's not a religious thing? That's why I never ask about it. I thought I was being respectful.
Dude, I was caught out in a solar storm and this happened to me. What do you mean? Yeah, sure, an act of God did it. That doesn't mean I'm religious about it.
I could have sworn there was an awakening that happened somewhere in there. Wow, I got egg on my face. I'll tell you that much.
But it's the way you use your tech. Instead of thinking about how the machine does it, think about how you want your body to do it.
All right, look, let's go meet up with Tons. I don't even want to get into this. Let's just go.
All right.
And you, using your stealth from earlier, sneak off to meet up with Tons, who is looking around at a linoleum floor and ceiling above, probably a little confused.
Gary, this is your fault. There's nothing here. Your guy came first.
No, I don't think Patrick could have gotten here if he wanted to. Let me have a look around. Can I do some
everyone can give me investigations or helps for other people to do investigations. Tons, you've already done yours, but you could give the help action to one of your friends.
Yeah, we'll do that. I don't care who takes it. Either of you. There's nothing here. See? Nothing there. There.
I have a 24 without advantage.
14.
Might as well take the advantage from Tons then.
I assume Gary's better than me at this anyway.
There's an 18 now.
All right. 18 is not enough, but on a 24, Jack, you realize that, like I said, this is linoleum flooring, but you can see that one of the tiles is cut out from the rest, just about a 3 by 3 foot square.
Yeah, that's easy to miss. Let's pull that out.
Oh, by the way, here's that arm you asked for.
Yeah.
Oh God, Gare,
we're
tell
gonna,
Tons about what just happened. I'll look
yeah,
at this.
we're gonna, Tons. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take this arm, and then back at headquarters, we're gonna put it right up on the fridge. So don't feel bad. We're gonna display your hard work. We did find another arm with a permanent chip. Also, look at this, and I'll make another little ball of fire in my hand.
That's cool and all. You made me kill someone who
No,
was
now,
a prisoner here being forced to work against their will.
yeah,
And
yeah,
you
yeah.
don't even need the chip.
Well, hold on now.
We were
No
forced
one made
into a
you do anything.
scenario where one of the enforcers came at us. For all we know, this is a better chip in the first place.
Yeah, it was us or them. It could have blown the whole thing. We had to kill him
Tons.
anyway.
We'll both give you our 3% instead of going 33, 33, 33. You can get 30. You can get 39, and we'll go 30, 30.
Do you guys really think that they gave the workers a better chip that gave than the one that gave you fire powers?
You never
that's
know.
what we're saying. Like
They talked about a service station for the workers.
the point is now we have an extra, and I feel incredibly safe. And I'd like to thank you, Tons. For
All right,
your
I think
hard work.
this means we put one inside of Tons and see if it starts reverting.
We'll put it in the drawer with the other disembodied arms back at Jake, and we'll keep.
Man, this linoleum flooring is really hard to pull up. Can someone help?
Yeah,
Tons,
you're
can you
able
move
to
your
pull it
foot?
up. I thought you guys were just talking instead of pulling it up once you spotted it for a second there. No, you lift it up, and you see a little hatch, almost like a floor safe, with a combination to put into it.
Gary, numbers. What other numbers were there?
And you see that the combinations are like in the place of where it would normally have numbers 1 through 60. It's got letters A through Z.
Well, we could just do the corresponding numbers to the letters. I think that's clear.
Yeah.
All right, we do that.
You do the letters that correspond to the coordinates.
Yeah.
Does not open.
Try 66696E642074. All of Chip's
Yes.
headline.
I will not. I try NNG.
Click.
Hey.
A three combination password.
Well,
It's one of those spiral safe locks. You gotta twist it, right?
That doesn't make it better.
the last
This is what the 300K bounty is for.
Look, the dude was working with what he had. And you see this little safe door opens up, and there's a ladder leading like 20, maybe 30 feet down.
All right.
And you can see a faint bluish glow coming from below.
All right.
Each of your data pads beeps.
In a message.
I see you make... Yeah, in a message way. I see you made it. Come in.
Whew.
Let's go.
Hang on, I'll go first.
All right. Not because you're indentured, because you're a valuable, powerful warrior. That's what you are.
Tons spends 2 more points on camouflage.
Cool. Camouflages. Cool. You climb down the ladder and you see a cobbled together set of computers, data pads, cables that have been clearly rerouted and spliced together to power and provide information to this place. And a single man late 50s at the youngest. Face half red, with the other half having East Asian features, turns to look at you. You must be Tufts and Cuffs. I gotta say, I didn't expect you guys to be the ones who showed up. But you did. How's Lillian?
Well, yeah, that's us. It's a pleasure to meet you there at your service. What can we do for you? Lillian's good. She sends her regards, I think. She mentioned you and her go back.
Wonderful. Yeah, we go quite a ways back. I got her position with the syndicate at quite the cost to myself, and ended up here. But where are my manners? Idon Merrick, I'm your bounty. And he extends a hand out to you.
Gary
I'm
Sneed.
familiar.
Oh.
I've been watching, and he taps the red side of his face, where you can see he has a cybernetic eye, much like your own. But you can see small wires trailing out of it that are linked up to one of the computers on the desk here.
So you're our package, huh? You're who we're retrieving?
Yeah.
All right.
I do have one apology to make. I did give you false drop-off coordinates. I need you to take me, not back to Eden, but out of the larger shell, to Haven.
What's Haven?
Oh, only the most exciting place in the system. It's another planet, darlings. Sorry, I hadn't seen it yet when I set this all up, but it's much safer for me than Eden would be. Don't worry. You'll still get your credits.
Can I do a tech check to see what exactly is going on with this person?
Yeah. Techs or insights.
Fuck, let's drop my dice.
Even 10 insight for me.
You get the feeling that something with the tech he has wired into his brain is messing with him. And more importantly and more significantly to you, this man looks like he went halfway through the Nova Touched transformation.
Yeah.
15 tech.
15 tech. His speech is stuttering like a computer that can't load fast enough. Almost like the processor, like his processor can't keep up with the information pouring in. I'm sorry. He turns back to his computer. He turns back to his computer, and you all get messages again on your data pad immediately. I'm so sorry. It's very hard for me to process real time and the data at the same time. How are you? Are you well? Did you get here safely? Did anyone spot you?
Well, don't worry about it there, pal. I think we're all right. I don't think anybody saw us. I think we all made it here just fine. My question is, in order for Tufts and Cuffs to do the most optimal service for you, how do we extricate you here from whatever this system is here?
Oh,
If we're gonna,
messages pop up again. I can extricate myself. I can turn myself off from it. I just need to keep an eye out in case anyone approaches us. I don't know if you noticed, but there were pressure sensors underneath about every 7th tile. I've been installing them for the years that I've been here. This whole place, the cables. This is my kingdom.
I do not know.
But I am prisoner to my throne.
Well, I say let's just do the job. Can you give us the haven coordinates?
Jake has them now.
All right. Get however you need to get to move, because I think the sooner we go, the better, considering there's at least 2 people missing.
Click. 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 And you see he begins disconnecting data ports at his wrist as well, all on the human side of his body. Best we move quickly. Yes?
Oh, yeah.
I haven't walked much this year. Could one of you help me?
That would be our completely non-indentured, fully voluntary co-worker / partner. Tons, do you want to do the honors?
I've
Sure.
read his paperwork. You don't have to lie to me.
No, we made him a full partner. He's no longer indentured, I don't think.
Let's see.
Although we haven't put it through in any kind of writing.
Tons isn't hiding well down here, so you guys hear him walk back to the steps and start climbing up to like scout ahead for you guys.
Hey, Gare, do you remember what level they said that infirmary was on, or that ship place?
I want to say 9 or 3 or something. I was honestly more
9.
9. Hey, got it in one.
I'm just thinking of I got this enforcer gig going on. I think I can have the sword. I think I can get my electro prod out, have the remote, have the ID badge, keep the helmet on. I think maybe do a little work on myself. I can look convincing enough to be an enforcer for us, escort us out.
All right. What do you need to get down to medical for?
Just covering for us. If we're going to be carrying a body,
Oh, I see.
make sure we say the right thing.
All right. Well, that works for me. Let's do it. Let's get a move on.
All right. I'll what's the right word?
Disguise yourself.
Yeah, I will Solarum mask. Yeah, I'll Solarum mask. Get myself an hour
Okay.
of being not Nova touched.
Do you want to just make yourself look like the guy you took this stuff off of? Because your mask affects your clothing as well.
I suppose so. That's the most sensible thing.
So you Solarum mask minus the pieces of his outfit that you actually physically have.
Yup. All right, let's get to it.
And you climb up the ladder with Tons carrying it on.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to... and you see... Can I borrow a data pad?
I'll slip of mine.
I'm going to shut down the elevators for now. No backup is on the way. Let's move.
Well, we
Our
will need
ship
one
is
to get
down.
back to... Yeah.
I'll reactivate the one we need. I know where
Okay.
Jake is. Don't worry. I've been, like I said, watching the whole time.
All right, all right.
He's a very good boy. I'm glad he got quiet there at the end. He found me for a second.
Okay. Let's go.
And you begin to move off. How are you moving? You moving fast? You moving stealthy?
Standard pace.
Standard pace.
Giving the appearance that I am leading two workers who are carrying another worker.
Okay, cool. Give me performance or deception.
All of us or just him?
In case it ends up being needed, DM, is this considered a person or an object I'm carrying?
This is a person.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a full human / Nova touched.
Would we
Cyborg.
say Gary and Tons are helping by participating in the charade?
You get the feeling that he's not actually a cyborg, but he has just figured out how to use a brain as a processor unit for a computer.
Interesting.
We got a 25 deception.
25. You are marching along with these workers behind you, both of whom, like, Gary is covered in blood still, just dried blood. Or not even necessarily dried, he just doesn't have any wounds. And Tons is carrying this guy who does not look like he's in good shape. You're giving off the impression of these two workers have been injured. These two workers have been injured, and this one is assisting me with bringing them to the infirmary.
Perfect.
Someone looks at you. What happened?
Is it a worker or an enforcer?
A worker.
I think I'll just. I don't know what part of the outfit it would be on, but I think I'll just settle a free hand onto the remote and just.
Just on the right side of your belt.
Yeah, I think my right hand will just settle onto the remote, and I'll just give him an eye.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry, sir.
God, that feels gross. God, that feels gross. God.
And you make it back down to Jake, almost without issue. There are a few more small interactions, but they go by, without anyone accosting you or stopping you, really.
All right. Doing good, boys.
The elevator, he says, all right, elevator to 10 is reactivated. Let's go.
Hell yeah, let's do it.
Top 2.
All right. And you get down to 10. Those workers the workers are still moving in their shifts back and forth. And you can see that there are some guards down here now, and some people like supervising some workers who are like hovering on drones up at the ceiling that look like they're trying to reset the cameras. They don't look like they're working very quickly. But one of the guards spots you, Gary. Who's this? Enforcer, who's this?
Does it matter?
He doesn't have an armband.
Why do you think we're back here?
He took it off?
I show him like the bloody wound and say, when I drink, I play doctor.
His chip had a malfunction with a solar flare. Band went with it.
All right. Lock him in his cell.
That's the plan.
All right. Yeah.
I got it, fellas. Yeah, I got it.
Fucking day. All right. All right. Thank you, Enforcer.
Step at a time.
Hey, Step it up there. And you
I'll,
see he shocks one of the people standing on a drone, and they fall off.
You guys know I don't mean this. You guys know I don't mean. I'm gonna whack both Gary and Tons in the back with my electro prod, not turning it on, but just pushing them forward to add the vibe.
got the right idea.
all right.
Tons give you a look that says he'll remember that.
Custom,
I get the little note.
is
I
that-
get the notification at the top right.
He looks over at you. Is that custom issue? That's nice. Good move. I might get myself one of those.
Oh yeah.
It's a little more personal than the remote.
It's good for teaching lessons.
Could I borrow it?
Let me teach one lesson first. I'll be right back down.
All right. I'll see you in a moment, soldier.
I'll crank it on and let the let the bolts kind of crackle at the end as we turn the corner on the catwalk.
All right, and you make it up to Jake without any further issue.
Oof,
You
almost.
hop into Jake, and he says, and you see he, do you mind if I, Tinsies, you might want to be on the guns. Things are going to get very loud very quickly, I think.
I don't think so, but we'll see.
Time to go.
Well, if you were able to hover down here and glide, you're going to need thrusters to go up.
How, as we've been here, how is gravity on this planet compared to?
Much lighter.
I think minimal thrusters will do the job.
I'm just worried the scorching will cause signs, cause an alarm. I'd rather have someone on the guns than not. Sorry,
Hey,
little bit of
Tons.
crossfire there. I'm a qualified operator.
Tons.
Yep.
Can you knock out the lights?
Yeah, I can do a system disruption instead of comms.
Jamming. Yeah.
Yeah. Hit that. Tell us when you're ready to try and hit it. Once you hit it, I'll go to thrust and we'll get out of here.
Okay, I lied. Systems block just gives disadvantage on attack, so I don't think that'll help with the lights.
I'm gonna say it'll help with if you target it at the lights. I'm gonna be rule of cool and say it'll work on lights.
Okay. So yeah,
It's
it's a ship attack roll, yeah.
I'm gonna say you're getting the help action from Idan.
Okay. And Jake adds what to this?
Jake adds a +7 to attack rolls. You're
Okay.
looking to hit a 15.
Nice.
Well, with the advantage from Adon, we get a 22.
Not only do the lights go out, the cameras that have come back up go back out again.
Nice.
And you see a couple of those hover lifts those hover drones that people are on start to slowly fail. They're not like dropping out of the sky, but they are sinking back to the ground. And you can hear that. You wouldn't actually be able to, but for fun, we're gonna say you can hear that shitty guard from before, start to. Every fucking thing today. Every fucking thing. And as people hit the ground, you suddenly hear, yeah, everything.
Good.
Is anyone looking out through the bottom?
Oh yeah.
Last bit of light fades as you see his body hit the ground 9 cell blocks down.
Amazing.
I was about to ask if we had time.
And
to
hear
grab
a riot begin.
I was gonna use space casting and tell someone to start a riot.
Hell
All right, we're out of here.
And you are out of here as you... That's the wrong soundtrack. There we go. As you begin to fly up the trash chute and hear the sounds of rioting behind you. You see someone gets their hands on some of the guards' blaster pistols, and you fly up, out, and away as Jake comes back online. Hello, Jack. Tunzis. Gary. Marek. I don't appreciate you hacking my systems, though I understand the reasoning. Is everyone at their stations?
Strapped in.
Yep,
Do it.
ready to go.
All right, buckle up. And you see Adon says, wait, there's not a second chair here. Boom!
Bounty dies from G-forces.
He doesn't die, but he does get slammed against the wall of the operator station. No damage. I remember how to fly now. Where are we going, Jack? Are we following his coordinates? Or are we going to have some fun? Or do you want to go home?
Cuffs and Cuffs is on duty. Make way for him.
On, dude. And that is where we're going to end this session and this series of Concentricity, Prey and Predator. Thank y'all for joining me tonight. It has been a wonderful time. I didn't think we were going to finish there in time for a second, but we pulled together. We did it, crew. Signing off one last time, I've been your GM Chipper. With me tonight, as always, we have Don playing Tunzi Zachary, Riley playing Jack Thonkla, and Drew playing Gary Sneed, with, of course, myself as the Jake Agrarian. Choose State Farm, babes. Bye-bye.